What's up, DA? I see you the first one. Oh my goodness, I had a headache today, and I haven't eaten. I'm about to get up and go get something to eat. I'm gonna eat Subway. DA say I'm the first in Candyland. I love it. I love it, DA. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get up and go get me a little Subway. Yeah, I ain't had Subway in a while, but I think I'm gonna do that. My head was killing me. Big Five, where my baby at? Where my baby at, Big Five? Tell my baby I love him. I love him. Tell him I had a headache today. I'm about to get up, but yeah, my head was hurting. Tell him come give me a kiss, and I love him. Good evening, Carmen. Hey, Nia. Nia. Nina. Oh, I love it. I love it. What is it? Bro, I had the craziest headache today, and it started earlier. You hear what I'm telling you? So I thought maybe because I didn't have my glasses on, so I said, okay, let me put my glasses on. That bitch still came back. So I said, all right, maybe I need to go to sleep. So I went to sleep. It was still slightly there. I'm like, God damn. So I've been laying down since earlier because I got up and got my truck done and everything. But I've been having a headache. I know, but I had to tell y'all. My shit really was hurting. Like I ain't had a headache like that in a long time. It wasn't my pressure, no nothing like that. It was more like I was still tired or something. I don't know. It was weird. Miss Candida, what's up, mama? Yes, yes, yes. I'm glad y'all are here. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm about to get something to eat in a few minutes. But I got to get all the way up. What you about to do so I can talk to y'all? Oh, you know what? I'm about to take a goodie. I'm glad you said that, Squeeze. I don't have no accessories with me. I have accessories at home. I'm about to get up and take a goodie. I think that'll work. And I have my fruit. Because, again, I haven't eaten today. I just had a little bit of fruit. See, that girl be a little cute with them glasses on. Papa. Uh-huh. Um, I cut my pineapple today. I know that's why I don't take them often. I really don't. I don't. I take them on drunk days and, like, if I don't have nothing else. Because I took ibuprofen this morning and it was like I was playing with the headache. I don't know. It's weird. I hate it. But, however, I need to get rid of this bitch. What's up, DJ? I'm still in Georgia. I could say fortunately, but unfortunately, because I'm just still here. I do have a route for tomorrow. Um, that I am taking. So I will be out of Georgia by tomorrow. And I did everything I was supposed to do this morning. Took my shower, all that good shit. But I'll do the same thing again tomorrow morning. Um, I don't. I promise I really don't. Cause I really watch I watch my health and stuff. So this is not often. Like, no. When I used to take them often, I was a little younger and I stopped. I stopped. So I don't do that no more. At all. Um Chicago, I will be in Chicago again probably really soon. I'm always in Chicago, Pennsylvania. Um not gonna say New York, but I do occasionally go through New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, California, Arizona, New Mexico, um, Washington. I'm headed to Washington tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be rolling. I'm headed to Washington, Vermont, Washington, or something like that. I'm going to tomorrow, and I don't know where else. Look, I've been in so many different states. I forget where I'm at half of the time. I forget the day. I forget the time. I forget a lot. Trust me when I tell y'all that. I forget that shit so often. I'll be like, fuck. Like, I thought today was Wednesday. Today is Thursday. What happened to Monday? A Tuesday? I skipped over a day. I don't know which one, but I skipped over a day. Oh, yeah. Don't. You know, I can't do none of that, don't. I can't. I wish. I ain't gonna hold you. I wish I could. I would, but I can't. See, if I could, don't. I don't know. I just feel like I need to stand up sometimes. Me. That's just me. I think that's that ADHD that kick in. Cause I got a little case of that, you know, so I just feel like I need to move around. Um Damn, dog, I'm about to say something. I forgot. Probably about to smoke. I wish I could. That's why I gotta take medicine, because when I was smoking, bro, I was so chill. Yeah. I was so chill, and then look, it was so funny. They used to make me smoke early in the morning. Not make me, but they used to like make sure I smoke early in the morning, like first thing in the morning, before I ate and everything. Because they used to say I'd be all over the place. Like, I don't stop. And then it don't just be, like I start harassing them. So they found a way to make sure, because I stopped taking the medicine. And it was like, wow, hold up, ma. Hold up. And yes, my children smoke. My son don't, my daughter do. Some things you learn to accept and you learn to roll with. Because if you don't, they're going to do it anyway. And they'll do it behind your back. And then you're going to be even madder. So I couldn't hold everything. I just couldn't. And people that judge me the way I raised my child and everything, well, all my children, but I never cared. Because guess what? They're wonderful kids. They're not disrespectful. And if I say something, they do it. They do it. I ain't got to be running behind them. I ain't got to be, especially my little girl. My little girl is a YM. Okay? And I'm to a level with her that I don't have to worry as much because she already know how I feel. So if she go out somewhere, she always try to make sure she's home at a reasonable time or something. She watch where she goes. She watch the people she's around. She's very, very aware. And that's how I raised her. So it makes me feel better as a parent that she's that way. Because she was just out. Homegirl was home by 10. I'm like, damn, you home? She said, yeah, I won't be out there too late, ma. Mm-mm. I'm not doing that. She said, even if you was home, I still wouldn't do that. Hey, everybody, it's coming in. I got the camera sitting back. We'll put it close in a second. So, I am a blessed woman. When I tell y'all blessed, I am so blessed. I am so blessed, bro. Because some of these children, they don't know how to go somewhere and come home. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to chill and come. They just don't know how. So for me to have a child that really have enough sense to have that responsibility, I'm okay. Um, Thank you. What you want to talk about? Tell me what you want to talk about first, and then I ask you. You take this good while you typing. That's the case. Who that is? Hold up. I'm gonna take this look good. Y'all get it, boy. My baby called and check on me and everything. Fuck, she'll call me before I call her, which I'm blessed. Oh, you heading to Chicago? Okay, give me a second. Let me. Things doing. Oh my. All right, imagine. Dog, what you talking about? What happened? Dog is my brother for real, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I fucks with don't. Like, don't my fucking dog. I fuck with don't. Oh, then put my phone on do not disturb, y'all. Hold up. Cause y'all know if we don't do that, they ain't gonna start calling. Stop doing that. So I gotta put on do not disturb and put on the charger. Yeah, brother, you know I love you, bro. Like you're 1,000 in my motherfucking book. I don't give a fuck what they say. Yeah, they better not play with you, don't. Real nigga shit coming out there for you. I fucks with you. All right. Everything all charged up. Like everybody try to come and poke. I still got my braids in my head, though. I just had my little bonnet on. Because I ain't take my braids out yet. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like dealing with all that hair. It's just like, right now, it's too much for me. I don't want to do it. All right, y'all ready to go to class? Let's see. We go to class in a few minutes. In a few minutes. This our meet and greet session. You know, everybody speak, everybody talk, and everybody get to know each other. Matter of fact, let me see something. Let me drop this link. I'm sorry for you to come up right quick and speak and say your piece, and then I'm gonna let you down. Who that was asked me that. Make sure y'all hit that like button, like, subscribe, fuck with your girl, hit the cash app. Real talk. I'm about to go get me a sandwich in a little bit. I haven't ate a sandwich in months, but I'm gonna eat one a day. I'm gonna see if I could kind of like curb all this headache shit and all that good stuff. That's what I'm gonna do. Sir, I put the link down there. Most definitely comment. Stop fucking playing. Let me put my glasses back on. I'll put my glasses on. It's time for me to start teaching. That's what y'all gonna know is teaching time. Unless I feel like I can't see. Then I'm gonna hit y'all with that KY. KY be having weak like KY be hit that bitch like this. I said KY, what the fuck? She like, God, I can't see, girl. I know. Dog, I be trying, but in the daytime, a lot of times I don't really be hungry. Like this morning, I wasn't hungry, but I felt a little weird, a little bit. Not lightheaded, but like I felt the headache, and it was like one of them headaches where you know you just need to close your eyes. It was one of them. So I hurried up and took my shower and all that shit. Um, did my face, put my lotions on, all that, and I think I do. I think I do, Big Fine. I ain't lying. I really believe I do. I do need a hot meal. All right, this is Trucker.
How you doing?
Hey, Trucker, what's going on?
Well, I
Oh,
got it.
you
I'm he-
working?
yeah, I'm headed to Chicago. Thank you for having me. I didn't think you was gonna put me on here. I be watching UNO Murder all the time, man.
That's no problem. Of course, I was gonna add you. I got a few minutes before I start my show. 100%.
Okay, I thank you. You can get me off here now. I don't want to be on here. Somebody might see me that's looking for me.
All right, Chucker.
All
See you in
right,
the comments, baby. All
all
right.
right. Thank you.
You're
All right.
welcome. Oh, Trucker. I came home. I can't go back home right now. I can't. I gotta make this money. But if I could, I ain't gonna lie, I would go home. My baby will probably have some cook for me every single day. That girl could cook her ass off. Cook her ass off. Who looking for you though? I did that today. I just took a shower right here, killing me. I'm about to take a good and God, yes, don't. I gotta eat now. I took the goodie, but I gotta eat now. I gotta eat now. Let's get started, y'all. I don't know what double class this is, but y'all hit that cash app. Y'all gonna buy me some dinner tonight, even though it's gonna be a sandwich. I don't like eating other people's stuff. Out here on the road, like talking about it. Like I ate something from a Mexican restaurant. It ain't got nothing to do with what I'm about to talk about. I gotta tell y'all this. And bro, I was sick by that night. I was sick as a dog. Like not like throwing up, but like throat was a little sore. All kind of shit was happening. I was like, oh no. One of you bitches was coughing back there or something. I ain't like that. I said I'm not doing that again. And it's been a while since I did it too. I ain't gonna. I think that was the last time. The only other place I really go to eat is Big Texan. That's in damn. It's in Texas, but it's no problem, baby. Fuck. I gotta think. I know what I know it, but I can never say the name, and I don't know why. Anyway, it's somewhere to eat, but I always go to eat there, and I love their food because I always get a steak. I get the steak, potato, um, salad with the little. I don't know how many shrimps it is. I think it's like 4 shrimps, some shit like that. I don't know, but I always get that, and that lasts me for days, days, because I literally cut the steak up. I cut the potato up. I buy me some vegetables, and I have vegetables with it, so it lasts me some days. And one day I may not eat it. I may eat my rotisserie chicken. Like I've been eating my rotisserie chicken and rice, and I'm kind of like burnt out on it. Not yet, but I don't want to get too burnt out on it. So that's why I don't want to eat it today. Anyway, let's take it here, bro. The mayor of New Orleans. I have not talked about this on my podcast, but it's gonna be kind of like one of them touch and go things. Bro, this woman was doing so much, and I got some mixed feelings about some of the stuff she was doing, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Lord, what she was doing wasn't right at all whatsoever. That shit was far from fucking right. But bro, she human. You know what I'm saying? Like she's human. Yeah, she about to go to the pen. I knew that was coming. I've been called that. I called that shit about what after her first term. I said she over here playing with these people. She about to go to fucking jail. She about to go to jail. Real talk. But however, maybe it's gonna take. Yeah, yeah. Fucking right, he gonna take a plea, and she gonna see how much all that shit she was doing. Yeah, she gonna see. She gonna see. And let's go for ladies and gentlemen too. Trucker, you trying to come back up? Okay, all right. But she human. That's my main thing. Like, she's so human. And she vulnerable. Like, we don't know what it feel like to be in that position. To be in a position of power. You know, and have so much weight on our back, and you can't go nowhere, and you can't do nothing without being scrutinized or being watched. 100%. We don't know what that shit is like. We really don't. And because we don't really know what to expect. Like, we always thinking like politicians, people that's being seen in the public eye and all that. Like, they're supposed to be so perfect. No, they got there by making some stupid ass decisions and some fucked up mistakes. And at the time, they may have taken accountability for it, but they still have more accountability to take. It's the thing we needed first. They probably wanted to have our support again. Yeah. Oh, I was looking at something. They both should have known they couldn't pull the same trick as the other people in position. I agree. I agree. What I am tired of seeing, I'm tired of seeing our politicians, especially our mayors. They always get caught up in that shit. Y'all don't find that being kind of weird? Like, it's always some type of scandal or something. You know what I'm saying? It's always that. Okay, that's my TD, and she's incredible. Y'all better believe the white man have been doing worse. She just wasn't kissing the ass. Um, they're trying to recall her failure, so they put charges on her. I'm just saying, they did the same thing to Renee after Katrina. But you have a point, and that's what I'm about to get to too, because this gonna resonate to everybody, no matter who you are. But still, like, Frank, you may have a point on that one. I'm really thinking about what you just said just now, and the shit is crazy because they really did have her under a microscope, but they had all of them under a microscope. You see what I'm saying? Like, all of them was under a microscope. Yes, ever since he said that chocolate city shit. Oh yeah. But let me tell you about, okay. Let me tell you about him, about nigga. Nigga first mistake was trying to take another black man down. I don't know if y'all remember this or if y'all thought about this, but that was his first mistake. He technically invited the feds into New Orleans, Louisiana, because he wanted to get to the bottom of some shit that he said Mark Moria was doing at the time. That's what he said. I remember this. I kind of followed this one close because I thought it was kind of weird that he did that. And I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was young enough to where I understood, but at the same time, I was running the street. So I didn't care as much, but, you know, yeah, yeah, she made some dumbass decisions. But Negan wanted Mark Morial to be gone so bad and get here and wanted to find out what he was doing while he was in office. It was things it's like he knew, but he couldn't he couldn't prove it. So he felt like he needed the feds to come in and prove it. You see what I'm saying? So the shit turned around on him because then it was his turn. And come to find out his ass was in the hot seat and he was doing the shit he was claiming Mark Moria was doing. Mark Moria didn't get caught up for that shit, fat. I don't know why us as black people, we have this thing that we do. If we see something happening with another black person that's in higher power, we like to blow these fucking whistles, bro. Like, and it's fine because it's not the it's the right thing to do. But sometimes we gotta watch the whistles that we blowing. Because see, when the white people get in trouble, I take that back. White people don't get in trouble. They stick together like this. I don't care what you said, what you did. They stick together like this. They could have been a child pedophile for the last 20 years. You're not gonna know about it unless somebody not get paid. I said it. With a lynch system. You're not gonna know about it at all. But and that's it, Canada. We don't shit. Exactly. The person who took that picture was a black person. No, she was a white lady. Hmm. Clock that T. So she went kind of far too. You see, Tina act like she don't know how to play the fucking game. That's what I didn't like about her, bro. She didn't know how to play that fucking game. And that's why I say a street person would do so much better in that position. I don't care what the fuck they say. If you don't let somebody from the street get in that position, we do better governing our fucking self. Because you gotta know how to play these bitches' game. That means you have to be on the board with them long time ago. Hear me out. You would have had to got caught up in the system years ago to know how to play these bitches' game. If you ever was in the street, if you ever got caught up, you ever sold drugs, you ever stole, I don't give a fuck what you did. Grand larceny, I don't care what you did. You would have had to get caught up in the system to know how to play this game. That's the catch-22 to all this. They would never admit that. And they will always say we tripping. And no, we trying to do the right thing. No, 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 you're not. No, you're not. No, you are not. You got to know how to play this game called chess. This is a chess game within the city. It's not even Monopoly no more. Let the best person win who makes the best moves. And the white folks, bro, they make the best moves because they know how to keep their fucking mouth closed. They do. A black woman who spent some money with out there, Mexico, who changed her race to white, who was drinking driving, and they murdered somebody, and they hit and run. It's who they, because they could control her. Frank, this one thing about the system. If they can control you, they want you. If they can't control you, they don't want you. This is a long game. This is not a short game. Our black people always take it as a short game. That's how they take it. So when shit happens, they feel like, oh, I gotta get in and get out. You know, we like to stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. I gotta make the money right quick and I'm out of there. But this is a long haul game. This is a game that you play and you go from being what she was. Oh Lord, I'm drawing a blank. Whole brain fart. What her Oliver is, they on a seat with the council. You go from there to being something higher like the mayor. Because how I got it, I'm gonna school y'all on how they school me on it. The person who has New Orleans East and the Night Ward will be the person to be next up as mayor. And here's why. That's where a lot of our revenue could come in at. And does come in at. That's still like a port and shit around there too. You see what I'm saying? So if they could build that up and they could get that shit straight, do you know how much money New Orleans would make just in that district? That district alone will make so much money. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what it takes, but I think they need to put me on a fucking council seat. And I'll do New Orleans East in the Night Ward. Because the ideas that I have, the black people that I've been talking to, the people I've been talking to, period, this shit is not complicated. What's up, Coop? This shit not complicated. The problem is They want to stay in these people fucking pocket. That's what they want to do. It's not about you want to do what the fuck you want to do. They just want to stay in their pocket. And sometimes you got to make a decision with that shit. First, Karen, I think when she stopped doing favors is when it came. Of course. One thing about the long haul game, if you gonna play with them with the favor thing, you got to keep playing that shit. You can't do it at the beginning and then won't stop and be for your people. Mm-mm. You got to come in there swinging for your people from the beginning to the motherfucking end with them. You got to stand on all 10 from the day from the day you walk into office. You have to stand on all 10 regardless of what they saying. Because if you slip up one time with them, they gonna know they got your ass. And that's how they use you. I think the board of director, and maybe the board, no, it's the councilman seat, I believe. All black people hate to see one come up. You see how the original Hot Boys went around robbing their own people. That was, yeah, yeah, that's a whole nother story with them. Like, they just, I probably touched on that later. That was crazy too. Gang shit. What's up, baby? But with this shit here, bro, this game, what I'm telling y'all, this game is actually to be sold, not told. Don't let it go over your head. This game is to be sold, not told. The problem is, when she went in there, she thought everybody was her friend. So the real people she had on her team, she let the fake people that she was shaking hands with and kissing their babies and going to parties and taking their dollars gain control over her ass. And they went to telling her who to let go that's on her side. Who's in her office she need to let go of. I don't care, I said it. And she did. She played with her for a little while. She played the game as long as she could, as long as she wanted to. She played that motherfucker. She did. Uh-huh. Tell you something else y'all don't know. She was playing this game so weirdly. She was playing her own game, actually. She wasn't even playing their game after a while. This was her own game. She had a meeting with, I ain't gonna say every, but a lot of gunslingers and drug dealers. You hear me? She had a meeting. And the meeting wasn't no bad meeting. It was more like, what can we do to solve some of the shit that's going on? How can we stop it? Remember when the little girl got shot on the porch? I think it was Faith's niece. Y'all remember that? When she got shot on the porch around that time. That's when the meeting occurred. And them niggas basically was telling her like, this shit that went too far. This shit that went too far, TD. We not doing it. She had him in the room. Literally in the conference room, bro. I'm not making this shit up. I had people, what's that called, baby? I had people coming to me asking me why wasn't I at the meeting. I was like, what meeting? The meeting with the mayor. I know we had no meeting with no fucking mayor. Yeah, she had everybody there. Woo, woo, wop, 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 wop. Oh, really? I wasn't invited. Kind of glad I wasn't. I don't know nothing about that shit. They're like, damn. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Ain't bother me. I mean, I'm still quiet as kept. I'm happy with that part of life. It's not bad. She had a meeting. I felt like that was a mistake. It wasn't a bad mistake, but it could have been done better. That could have been handled so much better. And it wasn't. It wasn't. But anywho, this is a long game with these people. These white folks, bro, this is a long one. This is not short. This is not for the weak. This is not for the weak at all. Yeah, and they, case they really start watching her. Feds told member to act normal with her. The feds been on this woman. They've been on her, and they put the feds on her because she didn't want to cooperate the way they wanted her to cooperate. I said it. They put them on her. My grandfather said that, and I thought he was tripping. He said they doing all that to her because she a black woman. I said, what? Grandpa, no, she making a lot of mistakes. He said, yeah, she might be making a few, but she ain't making that many. She ain't doing nothing worse than what they've been doing when they got in there. When the white folks got in there, she ain't doing nothing worse. And I had to sit on that for a while. I had to sit on that shit and really think about it. And I was like, you know what? He has a point. He has a point. Like, she's not doing nothing that they wouldn't do. She's doing the same thing, so it had to be something else. It had to be. So I know it was because she stopped listening. She been stopped listening. They been told her it was time. You hear what I'm telling y'all? Been told her it was time. She said, fuck y'all time, I'm going on my timing. And that's exactly what she did. Yeah, I have my glasses on. Oh, there you go. All right, I had to. Let her. He could go on and that way can. Well, I got. Well, you know, I told you they got this little round thing right here, be blocking so many words. I don't know. But they did. And shit just. I don't know, but this shit is crazy. I know it's. I can't say too much, but I can say enough for y'all to understand what I'm saying. That's all. And it's the truth. It's the truth. Like, bro, the way this shit been going, the way this shit is, the way they covering certain things, the way they letting certain things out. Um, you just let her. You could get in the way, can it? Yeah, I guess. What's up, Magnolia, for real, baby? I guess. I don't. Bro, it's a lot. It's a lot. Listen, this is how you know this shit is all put together. And I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna take. I got 25 people on here. Lord knows I wish I would have had more. But I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna really take. This shit was actually put together for Oliver Thomas to be mayor this year. This is supposed to be his year. That's why they put Oliver back in the seat in that district. I can't remember what district it is. Maybe it's District E. I don't remember. But they put him in that district for New Orleans East and the Ninth Ward. His job was to get it back right. That was his job. To continue the revenue coming in down there. So they could build it up. Add more stores, add more places, more gas stations. Just, build it up. Oliver agreed to not do it. I don't know if he got some kickback. I don't know if he was paid, but it was something of that nature. I know a lot of people fighting for Oliver, but I got to be honest. I can't lie. It was something that was done. So what Oliver did for the last 4 years was let the New Orleans East and the Ninth Ward go. That's what he did. There's no new developments like talking about it over in the East or in the Ninth Ward. It's still poverty that's going on. It's still a lot of crime that's going on. And if you notice with the city of New Orleans, when they really want to stop crime, they know how to stop fucking crime. I'm tired of people saying that shit. They know how to stop that shit, bro. Look at certain areas that used to be heavily populated with crime. It's not that populated with crime no more. They still have crime, but it's not as populated as New Orleans East. District D. It's not that populated. New Orleans East at one time was a place where they had problems, but it was nothing like that. That was a place black people were proud to say they lived and supported. So anybody who has District D, New Orleans East, is next up as mayor. That's what it's supposed to be. Why? Think about it. Think about why. What's bigger than New Orleans East? I wait. Because the rest of New Orleans is split up. Uptown, downtown. What's bigger than New Orleans East? The West Bank? Child, come on. We don't even have all of that. All that's not even part of New Orleans. What's bigger? It's the largest fucking district. It is the largest district. Now, this is how we can put the right person in position. If everybody stopped doubting and, of course, come together, I'm talking about in the droves, and vote for who the fuck you want, the right person, it will work. If all the black people will come out of hiding, come out of stubbornness, come out of bullshit, and say, I'm going to give you an example. Say we're going to vote for Eileen Carter. Just an example. Or Royce. We want Royce or Eileen. We don't want the other two. We don't want none of these people. We want either one of these two. Come out in droves when it's time to vote. And go vote for these people. They wouldn't have no choice because the city has spoken. The city not speaking. We let too much get in our ear and our head. They're distracting us right now as we speak. How much you all bet they gonna probably have this girl trial and all kind of other shit talking about kid trial when it's time to vote. They're gonna have some type of major event when it's time to vote. Mark my words. What on Saturday? You said it on Instagram? Oh, girl, if I did, I forgot. Or maybe I saw it. Send me a message right now on IG, and I'll go look at it to make sure. I'll double check it. Send me something on IG, and I'm most definitely gonna look at it and make sure. We need all our people. We need that. We gotta get out that mind frame, bro. Our influencers put us in a awkward spot. Very awkward. Look at everybody that follow Reggie. Look at it. Ooh, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all about that shit too. Ooh, T. Look at everybody that follow JD. T. Sub T. Look at everybody that follow my brother. You said, like, look at these powerful influencers. Look at everybody that follow Keith. If we all was singing the same fucking song, bro, we would win. The city will win. But we can't get it together. We can't get it the fucking together. Everybody got their own opinion, which as you should, and everything. Oh, yes. Yes, as I did. I did. Somebody else sent the person into my phone, too. There's just so many pages, girl. I just got it. Girl, me reading all that was just... I'm going to check it out. I'm going to check tonight. Tonight. I'll try to check it out tonight. I have my phone read it to me. That shit a lot. That was a lot. But I've read indictment papers before. And... oh, that shit wore me out, too. But I mean, fuck, it was interesting. I'm going to check it out. It was that rich? But... bro, we just got to come together. So make y'all this tea. I guess this could be part of class. Class 101.235. Stop fucking snitching. Okay? This is going to be a part of the class. Stop fucking snitching. Because you have people that's smarter than a fifth grader that see right through your lying ass. We see. And stop thinking you can pick a side and we can't see what the fuck is really going on. Hmm. So JD and Reggie decided to, join forces together. Right? I know y'all been seeing that all over. And Nola History page was putting out some tea. Like they was dropping some hot shit. Ooh, they was about to drop some more hot shit. Oh my God, I got some more tea that came out today too. Mm. So what they did was when they dropped about the murder case, everybody was like, wait, what? The people didn't know about this. They're like, everybody knew about it. It was all low. It was in the paper. Da, da. Bitch, when? When did we see this? Oh, yeah, on JD2, most fucking definitely. What's up, Cam? Most definitely. Drop their paperwork on JD show where he been getting money. And I'm going to show y'all how I know they were not lying. I was dating the dude Bruce. If you know, you know. Mr. Seven. And he was cool with JD. So one day JD and him was talking about whatever. Candace, show the people how you look when you did the photo shoot Skittles. Why? Why you want me to show him that? You saw it? That's all that matters. I'm gonna show him this time. So look. JD called him, he called JD. How the fuck it went? I don't know. I don't care. And he asked him to come help him put some stuff together in the game room that they have out. I'm gonna show him another time. So, of course, you know your girl. If you my dude, I'm rocking with you to the fullest. I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? So I went, and I'm looking at this room. It's by the old boys' home. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The Millie boys' home in Gentilly. Y'all know y'all got to know what I'm talking about. Where Nord is. It's over there right behind the Nord building, which I think that is part of Nord too. Okay. So I went over there with him and helped him put the chairs together and everything, girl. You know, I'm mechanically inclined, so it wasn't nothing for me. Has that place ever opened? Yeah, I'm Franklin. Did that place ever open? Has anybody child been over there to play games yet? I'm asking seriously. I'm really asking this question. Has anybody been over there to play games? What's up, Big Fine T? Crickets. Y'all know how long ago that was? Every bit of about a year, a little bit better. 337. I don't know, it says a priority call. I don't know. Every bit of that, right? So when that screenshot came out, I could believe that. I could believe that. Oh yeah, Big T, I already know, girl. I'm still at work, girl. Look, that's why I like this job right now. Cause when I can't go nowhere, can't do nothing. Guess what I do? Go get in the bed. Sure do. Relax my little body. When I work, I work. But when I'm chilled, I'm fucking chilled. Everybody can't stay there. I don't go home. This is my home. Anyway, yeah. So, no, the street history was not lying. That was not a lie. One, okay? Then he dropped the facts about Helena. He dropped another fact, but nobody never really addressed it. Who was his child's godparent? It's her. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it's Helena Moreno. Now, they bought out this man page. Know the street history. That's what they say. They say they bought the page. and turned it into something more positive. Because what they said is that the page who was running the page, they said every and anybody could just send information to this page anonymously. I think I'm saying that right. Fuck, if I'm not, y'all know what I'm talking about. Without you knowing. You can send information to this page. That's another lie. Boop, boop. Because everybody that's got Instagram, you already know. You can say whatever you want to whatever page. Somebody has to take that and put it on the page. So they said multiple people had this account. Multiple people had this account information. Okay. I can see that being. So, yeah, that's what JD said. Multiple people had this account page. And they could just put whatever the fuck they want, right? Okay. You did right not to believe him. And I'm going to show you why. Then they turned around and said, the people that had the account was people that worked for the city. Oh, child, I'm talking about these people with all this bullshit. Because they just stay with me. They claim that the people who work for the city, councilmen, police officers, all kind of people, had access and control to this page, right? That's what they said. So my good putting on my thinking cap ass head, I'm sitting there like, bro, why you fucking lying? Because you never follow NOLA history. NOLA street history. You never followed this page. You never even seen the shit that he had on this page. You only saw when he posted you. And this is how I know he only saw it when it posted him. This is when he started paying attention. Because you took the man page, y'all started another page, you bought just the right amount of followers just like he had, you put just the right amount of posters up just like he had, and you try to make this something that it wasn't. Because if you paid attention to NOLA Street history, and everybody fucking knows this, whoever followed NOLA Street history, and I'm pissed off because people are not saying this shit, bro. People in New Orleans cannot be this stupid. That person, man, woman, shim, child, I don't give a fuck who it was. That person had everything on that page that could get niggas indicted. Am I tripping? Acknowledge me if I'm right. He had shit on that page that could get niggas indicted. Indicted. Could send them to jail. He had everything from hood beef to hood killings to situations you never even knew about, to rap songs that was talking about the killings that was going on in the fucking street. Bro, this motherfucker had everything on that fucking page, and he was dropping that bitch. So it made me think, so if you telling me all these police officers, politicians, councilmen, all this shit had knowledge of this page and they were the one controlling it, why y'all ain't do something about the crime? Why y'all ain't go arresting people? Why they still was on the street? Why you didn't been stop this page? Why? Because inquiring minds wants to know now, because I hate when you try to play in somebody's fucking face. I play a lot of games and I really don't be caring half the time if somebody try to play in my face, I'll let you know. I don't give a fuck about that shit and keep moving. But this one here lost me because I'm like, bro, why you lying? And Reggie, I really thought you was a stand-up man. And you let him lie on your platform. Wow, this is crazy. Like, the people in New Orleans are just that fucking stupid. So you telling me Helena went bought this page, nobody been arrested, nobody been indicted, no crimes have been solved, no murders have been fucking solved. Y'all still don't know who's breaking in these people's car. You don't know who shot whoever last week, last night, last year. You don't know none of this, and all this shit is on this fucking page. The fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. They need to go play somewhere where it's safe. I'm telling you, you have to have to been part of the fucking streets to understand this game. You have to, bro. Like, this is a lesson for everybody. This game is a long haul game. And they feel like nobody's on their level. But the greatest mistake the world could have ever did was put drugs on the street. That was the greatest mistake. Because when you sell drugs, it's like you're a fucking politician. It's about who don't get caught. Same thing with fucking politicians. Who don't get caught? Who could do the job and stay low key? Politicians. Who could do the job and stay low key? That's the fucking game. That's it. Or who know the truth? Who know the truth and can hold that bitch? Gatekeepers. Gatekeepers win this type of game. Gatekeepers win these type of fucking games. Not only gatekeepers, now they got multiple different people that win these type of games. Gatekeepers are just one of them. That's what the lady who's trying to be your next mayor is. She's a gatekeeper. It's not a bad thing at all. Elaine Carter, she's a real gatekeeper. She knows shit that she don't want to speak on. I'm just being real. Gatekeeper. Or a hood person. And everybody black don't have to be hood. How y'all think Landry won and did so well? Y'all remember Landry? The mayor we had before Cantrell? Y'all remember him? He didn't get caught. He didn't go to jail. And that is his relative. That's our governor. And Landry played the game. He knows the game. He knows the game very well. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it? Let's see. Lane be sending me prescriptions. I like her. She's very, very, very in tune, very in touch with God. Very. To be. Gatekeepers just hold shit on their chest, bro. That's all. They just hold it. Gatekeepers are the people that everybody call or everybody tell they secrets, they confessions and shit like that. I'm a gatekeeper. I'm a great gatekeeper. I know shit that y'all would never ever know. Never in life. And a lot of times, what's up, D-Money, baby? A lot of times it's because once you tell me it, I program something in my head to make me forget. And I forget about what you tell me. I really do. You really have to tell me again for me to say, oh, yeah. Fuck, I remember that shit. Because I'll forget. I'm a great gatekeeper. My brother's a gatekeeper. You see all the information he got? It's the truth. It's shit he been knowing for years. Murder ain't just found that shit out. That nigga been knowing that shit for fucking eons. Y'all just ain't never know because nobody ever told y'all. Now somebody telling y'all it's like brand new. Yeah. Bro, you just gotta think about whoever told you any type of anything. Gatekeepers go hold hot, lukewarm, or cold water on their chest. They don't let that shit roll off. So nobody not gonna know what the fuck is going on like that. They only gonna tell you what you need to know. That's a damn good gatekeeper. Just being real with y'all. Also, yeah, that was some good little tea for y'all because y'all needed to know that they was lying. And if all this shit was true like they said it was true, why nobody been arrested? I'm still wondering that. I'm still waiting on that. When y'all gonna arrest somebody? When y'all gonna arrest the people that was putting that shit out here? That's very important. See, what is that? That's like aiding and abetting or some shit like that. From the city, you keeping secrets about crime and shit. Isn't that kind of big? Hmm. Lesson number one: if you keeping a big ass secret from the city or some shit like that, bro, hold that shit. Hold it. Be a damn good gatekeeper. You never know when you're gonna need it, and you might not never need it. Some shit you may not never ever need, cause the truth always seem to come out. Let's go to part two. Oh, there we get all hour on that one. Let's go to part two. Helena Moreno. Boy, boy, boy. Some shit came out about her that I had to ask the question. At this point in time in our life, does it really make a difference? Well, I don't even know if I can tell y'all. Oh my god. Fuck it. Cause I was asking like, does it make a difference? Like, how does that hurt her credibility? That's the one question I always ask. When somebody come with some tea or some gossip or something, I want to know how would this hurt a person's credibility? Because if you're telling me something that really is not gonna make it too much of a fucking difference, what are we talking about it for? But if it's gonna put a stain on that person's garment, then we might have a little tea. We might just have a little tea. You see what I'm saying? We gotta jump on 610. If you in the wall, let's check on y'all people. We do the fuck? What's going on with that shit? Murder and Charleston, why? You said, well, I hope this word not saying needs. Oh, I'm praying that's not what that's about to say when something pops up. On 610, y'all please check on y'all people, bro. But you tell Murder some shit like that, he'll kick you out of this room. Heck, okay? He will kick you out of this room. Murder will not ever do anything with a rat. That is not gonna happen. I think y'all don't really understand this. Bro, my brother was facing 60 years because somebody ratted and tried to get them 60 years. It was about 3 or 4 of them on the charge. I remember this shit clear as fucking day. I was facing time behind a fucking rat. I have a partner that I've been knowing for scolds and blows, Blabber. Blabber got time right now because of a fucking rat. Bro, nobody fucks with rats. We don't do that. Charleston White is one of the biggest ones. And he's proud of it. And that's okay. That's his life to live, not mine. Not mine. I don't do that. On the leisure field, yeah, he not sitting with no rats. If you say police in front of him 1 too many times, he gonna get the fuck around you. I can tell you that one. I would too. I ain't gonna lie. Anywho, back to this lady that they pushing to be the mayor. So homegirl had a little she had a little something going on in her life. Mental health is real. Mental health is really real. You know what? Let's take a moment for prayer. What's up, Kenny? Let's take a moment of silence for prayer for the city and whoever that is that's trying to commit suicide. You see what I'm saying? Let's just take a moment of prayer, and I'm gonna address that too. Dad, don't talk about it. She got power. I'm gonna address that, baby. Amen. What's up, Chad? Yeah, you late. You late for class, huh? Let me see. What's that gonna cost you? Y'all gonna have detention. Y'all keep being late for my class. That means you don't have your notifications on. Chad and Kenneth, you're late. I'm not gonna tell him. Just don't say it again. Told you I'm a good gatekeeper. I'm a good gatekeeper. Don't say it. On Instagram, let me see. Cause I really just prayed for that, bro. Like, bro, not high enough. That's number one. Number two, you gotta break a leg, arm, might damage his hip. He could bust his head. Now he could die if he go head first, might break his neck or some shit. But I don't know. I'm fucked up. I probably would have pushed his ass, me. Just stupid ass down. Dumbass nigga, you ain't not even making no sense right now. You up there playing games. What's up, Jello? I probably pushed his ass down. Quick shit too. Oh fuck. He fell. He would have hit all his arm and broke his shoulder or some shit. Better look at me, broke his shoulder. He dislocated shoulder and broke his arm. Like, bitch, now go sit down. Go sit the fuck down some fucking well. I'm telling y'all, these parents wasn't holding up on these motherfucking children when they do shit like that, bro. I'm telling you, like, they be going through all these crises in their head and shit. Bitch, let me take you through a crisis. I'm that parent. I'm gonna take you so close to death, you gonna be praying that you never see that shit again. I'm fucked up. I'm telling y'all, I did it to my son. True story. Story time. My son made a decision. Let's call her, please. Right. My son called himself wanted to commit suicide with a motherfucking knife. I'll never forget this shit. They calling me in a panic. We trying to stop him. What? All right, I'm on my way. I shot uptown. I was staying in Kenner. But I was staying in the part of Kenner, you know where you could go Earhart Expressway? Yeah, that way. Boy, by the time I got uptown, they holding him like this. Making a little bear hug. They holding him with his hand. He got the knife in his hand. They act like they can't get it and all this other shit. But I walked right up to that boy. I said, this what we doing? Give me that shit. Grabbed the knife out of his hand with my bare hands. Grabbed that bitch out of his hand, threw it clean across the kitchen. Snatched that, I grabbed that bitch by his shirt so quick, I snatched his ass up out their arms. They was screaming, what's up, culture? Wait, Candy, don't do it. Fuck y'all. Y'all act like y'all ain't got the sense God gave you. Get your stupid ass over here. God, I had to throw him clean. I threw him out the kitchen, crossed the fucking front room, went over there, grabbed his ass again, threw him down the hallway. By the time he got down the hallway, he was at the door. I opened up the motherfucking door. I grabbed him with both hands and threw his ass down the fucking steps. And then got down the steps, grabbed him again, and pushed him up against the car. I said, you fucking playing with me? Life is too precious, but let me show you how this shit go. Threw his ass in the car. Here go my baby. My baby was young. My baby, oh, mama, please, mama. Mama, I said, the fuck you crying for? Get your stupid ass in the car, too. Everybody get in the car. Let's go. So it's me, him, and his sister. I took him to Napoleon Park. Kitty, you know what I'm talking about. Napoleon Park on Napoleon. Napoleon and Loyola, I think that is. I took his ass to Napoleon Park. And I'll beat his ass. And I ain't talking about with no belt. I was punching that bitch everywhere but the right side up. And when I got done, I told him, you need me to call 911? No. I said, you sure? Because I want to take you so close to death. I want to get you so close to death. Because when the people come pick your dumb ass up, I'm going to be right there in the ambulance with you. And I'm going to wake you up. When they hit you with whatever they got to hit you with and you get up, I want to be the first one there to tell you, stop fucking playing with me. You want to go again? No, you sure? Because I can do this. I hit like a nigga. I can do this. Let's get it. No, mama, no. My baby over there crying. I said, I'm going to come whip your ass next. I'm going to really whip your ass. You keep all this fucking... Girl, let's be like 5, 6 years old, girl. She dried her eyes quick. And I told him, and I was so serious, bro, because this shit was real. My daughter had just lost her daddy. She was 5 years old. I had just went through this traumatic experience with her, having to really, like, realize I was the only parent in her life. I was the only parent that can actually protect her. Her dad was dead. He had got killed. The shit was horrible. He has me, and even though his father wasn't shit at the time, his daddy still loved him. And he had his daddy. You know what I'm saying? His daddy name is Big Kiwanis. And he pissed me off because I'm like, you have something that some children would never have again. You have, even my grandmother. My baby didn't have none of this because they thought my baby was just, I don't know. They just, they felt some type of other way about my baby. Like she was just too outspoken, to this, to that. So it was always just me and her. But he had so much. I'm like, you really want to commit suicide? And these kids don't even have shit like this, bro? Like, you got me fucked up. Nah. I said, then on top of all this, you trying to put me through some more traumatic shit? I'll put myself through it before I let you put me through it. And I meant that. I said, I will beat you to, I'm talking about this close to fucking death. I will beat you this close to death. And then I had them people come pick you up, and I'll be sitting right there on the side. You know where they sit on the side in the ambulance or in the chair in the ambulance, and they be sitting right there with their loved ones until they get to the hospital. I'll be sitting right there, and when they shake his ass back, I would look him in his face and say, now stop fucking playing with me. I'm not the one, bro. You and me, Satan itself. And then you still gotta come back and see me. What's up? He ain't playing with me no fucking more. That boy ain't speaking no suicide. He ain't trying no shit. He ain't do none of that. None of that. And I thank God for it. I thank you for it. Oh, bitch, I was there. Y'all laughing, but I'm so serious. I'm really that parent, bro. I don't see how people go all through parenthood without whipping their child ass. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they go through parenthood without punishing their child. I don't know how they go through parenthood with allowing their child to say what the fuck they want, be disrespectful, talk. I don't know how they do it. I don't know. I just wouldn't be able to do it. Bro, I will fight my children. Like, for real. Like, you're not about to play with me. No. Yeah. I love that boy. I love him so much. And I love my baby. My baby girl. I'm proud and joy right there. Don't play with me with no suicide. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mm-mm. Because I don't play with somebody who was trying to take your life. So don't fucking play with me with no suicide, bitch. I'm out there 8132. I'll fuck your stupid ass up without thinking twice about it. And they be sitting there waiting. You talking to the doctors and everything. Oh, yeah, girl, I had to. I had no choice. Girl, yeah, you talking about killing yourself. I tell them the truth. People calling people on my dumb ass. But back to the story, y'all. Back to Helena. That was just a little story time real quick. Because I really went through, well, I went through some shit in life and with them children. The children used to run me ragged. Girl. So coming to find out, she's a munch. I don't have nothing against munches. I have some friends that's some, and I love them. But it's what she was munching on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's what got me. I said, ooh, it's getting a little sticky in the race, huh? I heard they dropped it in the Discord. Which y'all don't know. The conversation amongst the head was happening today. How can we gain control? How can we stop it? That's why she was with that man. Clock it. To throw everybody to the left. That's what she thought. But that Benson woman, who she was munching on, yeah, I said it. She said, bitch, this personal. You're not going to play with me. Woo! Bitch has got a little bread. Mm-hmm. Just love when it got to my ears, I was like, I don't give a fuck that you a munch. I don't give a fuck about that. Who you munching on? Now that's where the tea coming in at. I need to go find her on Instagram and follow her and see what she gonna put out there. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. He that I couldn't unsee it, unhear it, and just not unspeak it. I think y'all need to know the fucking truth. Now, this is what this told me. Y'all supporting her like y'all are, all these big people. Because, see, y'all don't want to happen here in New Orleans, where I'm in Georgia. Y'all don't want to happen in New Orleans what happened just now in Utah. Did y'all see what happened in Utah? Did y'all see the tea that dropped in Utah? Tell me y'all saw it. No. Well, girl, Utah is banning all gay shit. Flags, rights, support, everything. You can't be in Utah with it, bitch. Utah went with the gusto. Mm-hmm. Chad, I gotta call you. Me and Chad be on the same level. I ain't gonna lie. I love Chad, yeah. I was just mad because I didn't see him when I went up there. But I love Chad. That's my boy. Sure did. World News. Go check it out. Go check it out. I'm gonna tell you something. I like to watch the news because I like to read in between the lines. I love to read in between the lines. That's just me. I always been that way. Mm-hmm. Utah said I be fucked. See what's up about New Orleans? And y'all seem to keep forgetting this shit. New Orleans run off of spirits. And that's the God honest truth. When people tell y'all about the voodoo that go in New Orleans and all that shit that be happening, this shit is really real, bro. These people really practice this shit. They really, really practice this shit. And New Orleans don't want to lose that evil shit. They want to preach God and all that good stuff, but they don't want to lose that evil shit. They feel like that's what's got us striving, but it's not. That's what's really holding us back. Because you got good spirits and bad spirits. And they act like they don't know that. And the people of New Orleans know this. But for some reason, they keep calling on these fucking evil spirits, bro. And that's why we keep being fucked up. And that's why we can't get right. They keep calling on the evil spirits over and over and over. And they want somebody in office that's going to keep that shit going. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I'm dead ass serious. Your mayor got a shrine in her office. Mm-hmm. And she ain't the only one that had one. But she don't even know. You see what happened when you call them fucked up ass spirits? You see what they do to you? They leave you at the end. Mm-hmm. Coach, and everything I'm tripping yet. I'm like, bro, I really sit back in the gap and watch every fucking thing. I watch every person move and every spirit move. I have a real gift. A real gift. I can see everything. Everything. I just don't talk about it because people think I be tripping, and I don't. My gift got even better when I start doing right to my mind, my body, and my soul. Bitch got even stronger. That's how I knew Brooke was a warlock. I told you that before on Murder Live. Brooke is a real warlock. Look up warlock. And you'll see exactly, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Just look it up. Warlocks are normally men witches. That's a man witch. Warlock. He operates like that. Look it up. Absolutely. Very dark soul. She dabbled into, she started off dabbling into, see, and this one she gets sticky at. Listen, you have so many people that start off going into a good spot in life with God. What people don't understand is that it's a very fine line right there when you try to cross over into the spiritual realm. Very, very fine. It's so fine, it's faint. Like you can barely see it. But if you know, you know. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Be right playing. If you really know, you know, bro. When you go to God and you go to talking to God, especially when you go to speaking out loud, God is not the only person that hears you. He is not the only person that hears you. Satan hear you too. So when you go to speaking in prayers out loud, people say, I got a prayer closet, I got this, I got that. That's cool. I don't never doubt nobody that have it. I don't want it. I don't want it. And I don't want nobody to know where I go, or I have my moment with God at. Because all the demon does is know your moves, know your whereabouts, know where you going, how you going to do it. Excuse me. And that's the spot they start playing it. You think you're protected. But see, God give us free will. That means our free will, we still could get tempted. I don't care how much of a Christian you are. I don't care how saved you are. I don't care how much of a Baptist you are. I don't care how much of a Muslim. I don't care what you are. You are still tempted. Still. Yeah. Look that shit up. I'm not bullshitting you, bro. Look it up and then think about everything that she's been doing, everything that we have told y'all, and everything that you can see. Pay attention. Jezebel is not the only one in there. Jezebel might have been in there at the beginning, but she had to elevate. She had to elevate. And all witches don't elevate just to a witch level. Sometimes they want to elevate into the warlord level because they feel like they could be even stronger. Don't let this shit go over your head, bro. Your life is a test. That's the truth. So when people go and say, like I had somebody I was fooling with, it was like, I like this person because she got a prayer closet. I never said nothing bad about nobody prayer closet. But I know. And if you know, you know. I don't knock nobody. But a prayer closet is just like going into a church. To me. The demon's still in there. You still have a choice to make. You just know how to actually talk at your ass now. But if you talk to God day in and day out and they don't even know when you talking to God, how you talking to God, how would they even know? How would they know how to attack you? How would they know what to do? This is a lesson, like real talk. I'm being honest. How would they know? They wouldn't. They wouldn't. You'll confuse the fuck out of the demon. Most definitely gonna confuse the devil. Cause see, he can't make you do nothing. He can't touch you. He can't do none of that. But he can entice you. And he could send others to continuously entice you to do things. He could do that. And how can he do that? He gotta hear your thoughts. And he can't really hear your thoughts like that. So he gotta hear you open your mouth wide and loudly. You can just mumble that shit and that boy can hear you. He right there anyway. He hear everything. I told y'all once before and I'm gonna tell y'all this again. When they said that Satan was God's most beautiful angel, most talented, had a beautiful voice, all that is the truth. That's the truth. He was God's favorite. Favorite. So he knew the ins and out of everything. He knew God. That was the closest to God. He knew God. So when he was cast down here and God allowed him to do whatever he wanted to do, because his children had a right to make decisions. When that happened in that manner, he already knew, how can I get everybody to follow me without them thinking they following me? How can I trick the world? Because remember, he need every soul he can get. That is his job. His job is to get every single soul here, so God don't have none to take to heaven or transform it to heaven, however you want to put it. So how can he do that? Hmm. Prayer closet my ass, and that's on after all day. Can't fool me with that bullshit. Absolutely, Chad. How? Let's start by something that man is going to believe in the most: religion. Religion. Let's start with religion. Matter of fact, let's put religion and music together. Vibration. You see what I'm getting at? That movie Sinners. It has a lot of messages in that. Music could bring the soul together, the living and the dead. That's why they use it so much. It's like it's like casting spells. It's like conjuring something. Certain music, certain shit. That's why these kids, y'all say, gotta stop listening to that rap music. Because I guess, but I mean, your child just gotta overpower some of the shit because they don't have to do that. They choosing to allow that demon in to do that. That's a choice. Teach your children the difference in between a choice and the other part of life. Teach them that shit. You got to. So yeah, that was his biggest thing. Then he moved on to the money. Because what they said, money is the root of all evil. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. That's just what they tell us. They're telling us that forever. You know what the real root of all evil is? I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry. For those that can hear, they can hear. No, it's not even greed. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Nope, it's not power. I give you one more. It's not lust. Pussy. That's the root of all evil. Think about it. This lust. Yeah, I knew you were saying lust. I knew that. That's the root of all evil. Really think about it. Put y'all thinking caps on for a second. My men, they gonna get it. That's what they want you to believe. You need money to survive. But if you grow your own fruit and you do a lot of shit on your own, like let's say if you had your own farm, you could survive without that shit. If we could create more things, money gonna come to you regardless. Money will gravitate to you. Money really would. But what everybody get money for? What you making money for? You gonna say to pay bills. All right. What else? To look good, to feel good, to smell good. Who you looking good for? It all goes back to what? Pussy. It all goes back to it. That is a man and also a woman fucking weakness. That's a weakness. That pussy. That pussy make you do some amazing things. Us as women don't even understand that. We don't even know how powerful we are. We don't even know. We don't know that one thing we hold in between our legs have so much power. So much power. That's why they give it up so easily and all that, because they don't really know. They don't know if you could stay still for a little while, a man would do the impossible. A woman too would do the impossible to get that cat. Would marry you just to get it. That's what used to happen. Back in the days, why do you think our grandparents had to stick together? They had to get, look, I want this pussy so bad, bitch, I am going to be with you for the rest of my life. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Give me that. Yes, I say I do. I buy whatever she want. I don't care. I just gotta have it. Then why you thought it was so much cheating? Because then they realized that, oh, I got it. I want to move on to something else. Bro, it is what it is. I call a spade a spade. I don't fall into that shit the world fall into. I told y'all, my spiritual side of life is way up. For women, because see, some women really don't know that is the root of all evil. Right there is that pussy. That I know, I gotta be real. They don't know. So a lot of our women be out here, I'm Miss Independent, I got this, I got that. Why? 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 So you do more work to that pussy, make it look better? So you gonna attract the man that you know gonna want to stay with that pussy? Or the woman? Why you gotta be so independent? Don't say to trick off. Don't say just to pay bills. We know that. But what else, girl? There's another higher power to go with this shit. Don't say to take care of the kids. We know that part too. But come on. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And a lot of women don't even realize it. That pussy is the root of all evil. That pussy gonna bring you everything you want. Everything the best man, the money, the cars, the jewelry, the house, the wedding that pussy bring you anything you want. And he knows that. He knows that. So how else to destroy the world? Make it to where men fuck over women so bad, they're gonna go back to wanting to be with women. And the rest who don't really want to be with a woman, I'm gonna make them so independent they don't need no man. Just keep confusing the world over and over and over. Just keep confusing us. Just throw another Wichita into the fucking situation and just throw us off all over again. That's what he keep doing. Make you go get a job even if you don't want to work. Absolutely, bitch. Oh, it does it. That pussy do it. Want to do it? Want to do it? That pussy will make you be like, fuck. You lucky I gotta buy this. I gotta pay this motherfucking condo for this bitch. Because if I didn't, if my girl didn't depend on me like that, I wouldn't be here no more. That pussy does it. Yeah. So we kind of got off track a little bit, but not really, because it all resonates to the same. It goes to show you, even people in power in politics, it's not exempt at all. It's a part of. Yes. Yes, it is. And they fall right into it every rip. Every rip. But I'm telling you, like, it just get them going. Look what happened to the mayor. Take you there. Look what happened to the mayor. Just humor me for a minute. We feel like she was running behind this man, right? What if that man was doing everything? Right, miss you, baby. Also, I wanted to call you yesterday, right, and my stupid ass went to sleep. I went to sleep. But I miss you, sis. I do. Let's think about it. The mayor, let's say she wasn't getting everything she was getting at home. Let's say her husband knew about everything she was doing. Y'all be thinking this shit just be cut and dry. This shit don't be that cut and dry, bro. I done ran across some situations that I would have never thought was a situation. I done ran across married people that been married for 20, 30 years. And they got their secret lovers on the side, both of them. He fuck with him, she fuck with her, or he fuck with her, she fuck with him. I have seen it all. Fuck me up. Like, I know somebody that's been married more than 20 years, and I thought they had the best relationship ever. Girl, I wasn't number the side contract. When the lights are off and the door is closed, he go with his man and she go with her woman. And they was living in the same house together. Clock that T. And they just did it for the outside world. They just did it so y'all could see what y'all want to see. See, seeing is believing. Not all the time, though. Because what you see may not be what the fuck it is. What you hear may not be what it is. So you got to tap into that other side to see the real truth. You have to tap into that other side to see the real truth. Because we think that shit is all black and white and maybe a little bit of gray. No, that shit's so great till it's ridiculous. Everybody fucking with somebody and their significant other fucking knows about it. They know. They just don't say nothing. And then they might just die. Now all the burden is left on her because this nigga done upped and croak and nobody can know the truth because whatever she says is going to be a lie. Oh, yeah, it's scary. That's why that eye got to be open. Oh, that's what they call it? I never knew that. Learn something new every day. That's what I love about life. I always learn something new every day. But it happens. It happens in real life. This shit is just so natural. A man and a woman gets together and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. Okay? I got my little yeah on the side that I like. You got your little yeah on the side that you like, you know. But the world is looking for us to be together, join teams, pull this money together, and make this political world work. So let's just do that. Or I'm a preacher, you're a preacher wife. Let's just find somebody that we could pay and go keep our secret, and we ain't gotta, you know, nobody ain't gotta know. Hmm. And I went there because anybody else could do it. Doctors, lawyers, it don't fucking matter. Judges, it don't matter. Anybody can fucking do it. It's just gotta be who's willing to be a participant. Who's willing to be a participant. That's it. So everything we read, everything we see, everything we're hearing, it's not necessarily the truth. We don't know what happened behind closed doors. And yes, your boy's gonna hang her out to dry. Uh-huh. That's gonna happen. Because he's not built to do no time. And he don't want to do any time. So he's gonna put it all on her. Every day. And that's what he's probably doing from the beginning. I think he was sent. I think they sent him. I really kind of believe that. I believe that they sent him. Yeah, secrets never keep. Always. Never keep. But I believe that he was sent. I believe that they knew that they had probably a little crush or like little conversations. And he was probably already caught up on some other shit in the back end that we'll never know about. Yeah, she is a duck, but I mean, fuck, it happens to all of us. Her shit was just publicized. That's it. It was just publicized. And I really believe that, all right, I'm going to drop the link in a second. And I really believe that once they found out whatever bullshit he was doing, whatever dirt it was, whatever it was, they went to him and said, we're going to hit you for this if you don't do that. And yeah, you're going to be exposed to the public with all this bullshit, but who gives a fuck? You're not going to jail like that. Or if you do, you probably get probation, a parole, where you get parole with the feds. Parole or some shit like that. But you're not going to jail. So what's up, fat? We doing this or what? That's what I think may have happened. Let me drop the link right quick. Hold up. See, I still ain't ate shut, y'all. That's why my stupid ass had that headache. I know it is. I need to eat. And I'm gonna go get something to eat. It's just so much traffic going on over here. If y'all could have saw this while I've been on live this whole while, Bro, the traffic never stopped. It never stopped. I'm in Loves. I'm at a Loves. Everybody trying to get in where they fit in right now because everybody on their 10th hour, a 14th hour, and it's time for them to get off this clock. I stay in my jail. Oh, you did? Girl. I ain't ate nothing all day besides that pineapple. I just had pineapple and a little few pieces of watermelon. That's all I had. That's it. So I know. What's up, honey?
Hey, honey, how are you?
Girl, I'm blessed and highly favored by the Lord. I can't complain.
All right, now. Let me
Girl, he
tell you
won't
something.
allow me.
Let me
Huh?
tell you something.
Oh,
Remember
go
the
ahead.
feds came to her about 3 years ago with all that traveling she was doing, quote unquote, and going overseas and had an injunction of where she couldn't go nowhere, but she went anyway
Uh-huh.
and kept doing her thing anyway. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That was one strike. And
Yep.
then with that white man with the permits,
Yep.
whoever won't give him a permit to give him problems, he'll let her know and they'll
Mm-hmm.
get fired or recommended at City Hall. The feds
Mm-hmm.
came back to her about that. She still
Mm-hmm.
kept on going. Remember when Woodfork was the acting chief?
Yeah.
Woodfork was the one that reprimanded him and what they were doing. That's when it was kind of, that's when they were, I think, was genuine then. Okay.
Okay.
Woodfork took him off,
Okay.
had public integrity to take, do the investigation.
Uh-huh.
All of a sudden, she told Woodfork, you're not going to be chief. That's how we got George Washington Mama.
Oh, okay.
Because she
Okay.
reprimanded
Okay.
that man. And all of a sudden they
Okay.
put him right back on her detail. Now I think
Mm-hmm.
that's when they told him, look here, you're gonna go back and act like you wanna do your thing. Then he started working for the people after that when they put him back on detail.
Absolutely.
Because why would you go back?
Absolutely.
Why would you go back on detail? Why would you go back?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Why would you go back?
Yeah.
Because they once you change a detail person, they will put you with somebody else and that's it. But she wanted him to come back. And they let him. Because he went
Mm-hmm.
talk because from that I know they talked to him. And that's why I
Absolutely.
was saying in the comments, all the stuff for the picture, he was smiling for the pictures and all that shit. He never
Uh-huh.
seen that before. So he started smiling for the camera, looking
Mm-hmm.
and posing and smiling, knowing
Yep.
damn well you were supposed to be quote unquote working. He knew what the hell he was doing.
Right.
But she was the one with the ego. So it just all played its part. It all just came around full circle.
And this I know you know what you're talking about because I was at a place with some people and I heard the conversation where somebody sent me something. I heard the conversation that hey Dana, what's up, baby? I heard the conversation that she was supposed to she was supposed to hang everything up after Mardi
Mm,
Gras.
mm,
That was the agreement that she made with the feds.
okay.
And she made a decision not to do it.
Mm. The
She
ego
said
again, huh?
she said fuck them.
Her fourth
So
strike with the ego and the Fed told her to do something and she didn't do it. Okay.
so they said fuck you. We gonna publicize all this shit. See, they was trying to give her grace. They was trying to give her grace. They was trying to let her walk away with the grace.
But well, think about this though. If he was
Hmm.
so called fired from NOPD, how was he able to retire?
That's a
Now
good
clock that.
question.
Clock
I
that.
thought you
If he
couldn't
was
retire.
fired, if he was fired, how was he able to retire and get what? How much you get a month? Like 6 grand a month or something like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think so.
Yeah, clock that. They forget about that. But you were fired.
Hmm. Girl, you ain't lying. I forgot about that shit.
And you see the maternity, he got that old rank, that white man with the messed up hair.
Uh
He got
huh.
some heavy hitters.
Oh.
Them two white men, he got some heavy hitters. The one with that
Oh.
old crazy looking, like Morgus. You remember Morgus on TV when we were growing up?
Yeah,
That white
yeah,
man had like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, whoa.
Like that.
Clock that fucking T. See what I'm saying, bro? This be my biggest fucking headache. They think New Orleans is so stupid. They think the people in New Orleans are like blinded to the bullshit that they're pulling and the bullshit that they're doing and the so-called naysayers. They just think that we
But
so
let me tell
dumb,
you
like
something. Let me
we
tell you
don't
something
pay
about her.
attention.
She's from Cali. They have a big ego in Cali. People have egos, okay? And then she was married into a politically strong family, so she thought she had that child pleasing none of that worked for her.
Absolutely.
She got that Cali personality, that old, boisterous, untouchable. And then she was
Mm-hmm.
married into a well-connected family, but none of that worked for you, honey, because your mouth and your ego.
Way too much. Way
So
too
yeah, at
fucking
first I think
much.
they really was doing anything at first, but when they pulled his coattail and pulled him away from her, she got somebody else, and then all of a sudden he went back. I'm like, wait, since when they put you back with the person that you investigation? The feds talked to him before he went back.
I
Because
agree.
why would you smile for the camera? My thing, when I saw that smile, I said, oh, what
Mm-hmm.
they said was right, and people didn't talk to him. I told my mom, I said, it's gonna be before a term, it's gonna happen.
I agree. And I can't watch the news like I normally do, like now because I'm always on the road.
Hmm.
So I get to see little clips of stuff that WDSU and them put on there on
Hmm.
YouTube, but I can't really watch it because I'm not local. And it
Right.
should be blowing me because there's so much of shit I want to see because I can read in between all these fucking lines. And I'm like, bro, like, what the hell are they talking about? Like, I'll catch it. But at the beginning, I'm really sitting there like, what the hell are they talking about? Like, that's not making no sense.
And
This
I
not making no sense.
and I think her husband found out about the affair maybe 2 years before he died. I think that man had a stroke or heart attack because of the stress.
Could have. Could have. I'm not gonna even lie. I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't put the situation past it. I'm gonna say really and truly could have. Because I know shit like that, it really happens. But I do know other shit like, all right, so she
Because
married
think
into a
about it.
political family,
At
right?
the funeral, did she cry? No, her daughter was distraught. The daughter was mostly with her dad.
Yes.
And that little girl
Yes.
was distraught. If that's your husband, you just was looking like it was a regular date with your man behind you on
Girl,
the
no
steps of
telling
the
what the fuck
church.
she did.
Your man, Vap is standing behind her.
Ain't that some shit?
Her daughter was distraught. And she looking like, grabbed her hand. It's like, I'm like, well, damn, where's the emotion? Where's the,
For real, like, bro, I even cried. My baby daddy was
right,
killed. We were separated for a year. It had just made a year. And I even cried. I was like, damn, I'm really crying at this nigga funeral. But I mean, fuck you,
right.
you have
But you've
that,
been with somebody all them years.
yeah, like you have that connection.
To see
On
your
top of
daughter
being sick.
hurt, to see when my
That's what
daughter
that's
cry,
what did it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cry. To
That's
see
what
my
did it for
daughter
me
cry, I'm
too.
gonna cry. She didn't.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like it was a
Girl, no, that's what did it for me too. Cause once my baby walked up to that casket and touched that nigga, I was like, oh my God. Like, oh, this is gonna be a hard road. Cause she was just 5. I was like,
right,
damn, we gonna go through a rough ass time, especially when she get older.
and that broke you down.
And yeah, cause showed
And
up and
here,
stay
this
and
is your
shit tank.
daughter. This your daughter, sophomore, junior in high school,
It
knowing how
girl,
close she
and
was
that's
with her
even
daddy,
worse.
and you seen your daughter outside from the church break. I mean, breaking down. And you just like seeing your children break will break you.
Hell yeah. And if walls could talk or if the daughter had a chance to speak,
Mm,
I could just imagine. Cause that shit is crazy, bro. That's why I'm like, I thought about it today. I was like, I'm gonna speak on this shit because I'm getting tired of the stuff that I'm hearing. She was human. She was
hmm.
prone to make mistakes, but I feel like she should have made better judgment
Yeah,
calls.
yeah,
Most definitely that.
yeah.
And I felt like if you know you're in this position and this is what you're here to do, automatically you should make a better judgment call. You should
Right.
know. You know better. You know they watching. You know they trying to see. You know they hung up on what the fuck you really doing and what you not
Right.
doing. You know this shit. So
Like my
what
like
are
my
we?
great grandma, my great grandma was born 1899. She died 96, my senior year in high school. That's how long I
Mm-hmm.
had her. Let me tell
Mm-hmm.
you something. We can't do what them people do. We have to be above board. We
Absolutely.
cannot do. He said, I don't care if you're light, bright, damn near white, but you're black. Cause to
That's
them
right.
niggas still a nigga to them white folks. You
Sure
have to be
is.
above board. We can't do what they do.
That's right. You not lying. Because let me tell you, if I was in politics, this is just me. It's not for everybody, but this is most definitely. This will be my story, bitch. Anytime you catch me in traffic, I'm gonna be on a different page.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be on a different page because I know how to play the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just have to play the game when they watch it. That's it.
Right.
Not saying I won't
Right.
be myself. I most definitely would be myself, 100 or none.
Right.
But at the same time, I know how to get on that chessboard with them, and I know how to move the right way and move whichever way I
Absolutely.
want to move. I know how to
Absolutely.
do that shit. I've been doing it for way too long. And to see a lot of even our congressmen, bro, the people that sit on the fucking seats and hear the city out, the way that they move pisses me off because I'm like, bro, you still in the public eye. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
And,
saying? Like,
and see, when it comes to politics and elections with me, it's like the lesser of the two evils.
it's
Because I
always that
mean,
way.
everybody, they gonna say they shit to get in. Everybody lie at some
Everybody.
point, even if it's a little small one. But you got to pick the lesser of the two evils. Now, Moreno, Jesus have mercy. I don't even,
Bitch.
I don't like to say her name because it just
Right.
makes me want to just
Right.
throw up. But
Right. Right. And let me tell you something. I move with my spirits. So
mm-hmm,
that's just like I'm gonna give you a prime example. When Brooke first was popping in the city and everybody was on Brooke's side, everybody was like, "Oh, Brooke, oh, she a black girl, really got it together. She doing it, she doing that." I don't care how much I try to accept it and try to look at
mm-hmm.
it like everybody. I just couldn't. I couldn't gel with it. I couldn't accept it. I couldn't look at it. I couldn't even be bothered with it.
We got to
So,
talk on the back end about it. That's what I'm about.
all right, all right. Hit me on my Instagram so I can call you.
All right.
So a lot of that shit went like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what
It
I'm
was
saying? It
something in your
never,
spirit.
it was in my spirit. So I was like, damn. And for the longest, I was like, I cannot get with this fucking program. Like, what is this program they got going on?
Mm-hmm,
When all the shit with the unfolding, and I really with the
mm-hmm,
looking, and I saw, I'm like, oh crap, thank
mm-hmm,
you God. That's why I couldn't get with the fucking program.
mm-hmm,
I see now. That was
mm-hmm,
something that would have not never resonated with my spirit. Never.
mm-hmm,
Now that goes against every principle that I have built in my life. Like,
mm-hmm.
no, indeed, Lord. And I was like that. So all I could do is thank God. Same thing with Moreno. I tried. I ain't gonna lie. I always give a person the benefit of the doubt. I tried. I laid in this truck. I was at home, girl. I done been in most, and I've been sitting there watching. I watched her go to when the children, when that boy set the house on fire and the children was
Yeah.
in there. I
Mm-hmm.
watched all of that, but for some reason, it's something they got attached to them, y'all. I'm not telling y'all the truth. I got only 13 people in this
When
room,
I
and
see
I
when
don't
I
care.
see her,
It's something.
I see like some kind of character is weird. Like she take off her face, and it's just
Yep. And
something.
she put it on.
Hmm.
Yep.
But that's that spiritual. It just I just mm-mm,
You see past it.
mm-mm.
And every time I think I'm not seeing past it, my spirit just hold me back like, nah, we not going over there. So I
But
try to force it. Like, nah, let me go see what they talking about. And then something that happen, I'll be like, nah, bro, like this shit ain't right.
but
Nothing
think
is
about it.
right.
She was on the news. She used to take turn it off and on.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the shit is fake.
It is.
It's fucking fake.
It is. They have hired her and they hired her well. And she's working her angle. And Olive is
Hmm.
working it. Everybody's working their angle. Everybody's working their angle. Don't get me wrong. The only reason why I like the lady, Eileen Carter,
Do like Eileen.
I like her because she is really tapped into a different side of life with God. She
But with
tapped
her
into something
being,
different.
I love her, and she would do wonderful things. But with their whistleblowing situation and how they
Mm-hmm.
really, really, they really, it's a lot of retaliation with her that they're
Oh yeah.
doing, and
Oh
a lot of
yeah.
reprisal that they're doing with her, and that's against the law.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
against that's the federal. That's against the law.
But
Let's
you
keep
know
it
what
real.
though? What God always said. He
Hmm.
don't sleep and he don't slumber. And
You
he
don't
will make the
slumber.
impossible. He will make the
Yeah.
impossible possible. He'll make the world out of a believer 100%, even if we
Right.
don't want to. We could be looking at this situation like, all right, so like for the presidency, every black person and their mama was pulling for fucking what's her
Kamala.
name? Kamala Harris. Everybody. But nobody knew the deep, dirty shit that, was going on back there. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
really knew it. When Trump came up, he had his own fair share of dirt too. But it was so
Mm-hmm.
amazing to me how God allowed it to happen the way that it happened. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling people, y'all keep wanting to go against the grain, but baby, let the process go where it's gonna go, because the
Right.
Lord know better than anybody. So I
Mm-hmm.
never had none. I didn't have no big gripe against Trump. Trump say some crazy ass shit, but fuck, I'm used to that. I'm around people that say crazy ass shit every day of my life,
Right.
so it don't
Right.
bother me. And some of the shit he do don't bother me. Like somebody asked me, I think it was me and Chad talking one day, and we was talking about the things that he's doing right now, which is stripping so much away from people,
Mm-hmm.
from black people. But when I looked at it, I didn't see it like that. Because whether we want to admit it or not, whether we want to see it or not, black people are not the number one race that's on food stamps.
Right.
They're
It's
not
not.
the number one race that gets Medicaid.
Mm-mm.
They're not the number one race that's on Section 8.
Section 8. Mm-hmm.
They are not the number one race. So when you speak about somebody and you think that they're trying to harm or do something to the black community, sometimes we need to do a little bit more research on it to see who is
Mm-hmm.
the number one race on it. And it's white people.
It's white people. Ben,
And Ben, I've been broke that code way back when.
let me tell you, they
Because,
did us so with a welfare, we couldn't have the fathers in the house, but white folks could have their
right,
fathers in their homes and be on
mm-hmm,
welfare and be in a trailer and live and
right,
the daddy be there raising the children. But us, our black men, the social worker used to come,
yep,
check your house, check all through your
yep,
closet to make sure there's no male items in the house and all. That's what they did us.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That's what they
absolutely.
did us.
Absolutely. And then if you went down there for help, how they would do you, and they wouldn't do the white folks like this, but how they would do the black people were, they would actually do you know who your child father is. And
Mm-hmm.
whether he's on a birth certificate or not, you could have been lying and said it was a nigga off the street. They was gonna take that name, find him, and put him on child
Mm-hmm.
support
Put them on
on
child support.
their behalf. Not on your behalf, on
Mm-hmm.
their behalf,
He
because
was
somebody
paying.
gotta
He was
pay,
paying the system. He was paying the system
paying
back.
the fucking system. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? Girl, all right. So
Mm-hmm.
my first child I ever had, y'all, I was 19. I had my son. And I needed help. So I went down now. I needed diapers or something at this in particular time. And I was like, damn, I got to do something because I need to get some diapers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I went down there to get the help. I went to go see the people, whatever, go through whatever it is I had to go through. Girl, that lady asked me, do you know who your child father is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is he on a birth certificate? Yeah. What, does he do anything to help when he don't have nothing to help with? How can I ask him to do anything? I can ask him, but he doesn't have, I was telling the truth, he
Right.
didn't have it. Girl, she went through a whole nother line of questions and she said, well, this is what's going to happen. We're going to give you these benefits and we're going to give you, I think it was $123 or $128 a month. It was some bullshit. It was some bullshit. And I'm looking at her like, what? And they said, but we're going to have to put him on child support because he have to pay the state back and we really need this and blah, 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 blah,
Mm-hmm.
blah, blah, blah. What's up, black girl? And I'm sitting there like, for $128 a
20.
month?
Right.
So you telling me I got to put my baby down, bed down on child support for 120 something dollars a month? I said, you know what? I got right up. I said, no, thank you. Because when I thought about it, I said, bitch, I mean, I got to go to court. I got to do this. Mm-mm.
Right.
I said, no, thank you. It's okay. She said, but you need help. I don't need it that bad. I'll go get a
Right.
job. I'll work 2 jobs. I've been working 2 jobs. So it'll be okay. But we still could put you in a, no, 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 no.
No.
I don't need that. It's okay. And I walked the fuck away. And that's when I learned how to lie to the fucking state of Louisiana. That
Mm-hmm.
day, I have never filed for anything before. I learned at that time how to lie to them bitches to keep them out my fucking business.
Well, yep, yep.
Because I was like, bro, like, why would I do that? Why? It just didn't, it just wasn't making sense to me. Nothing was adding up. They were telling me to do oh, what you mean? I didn't know YouTube. They was asking me to do the stupidest shit ever to get some help. Wow, you hold up, y'all. I'm sorry. I wanted somebody to come up here and speak while you up here too, because bro, this person has a lot of knowledge about a lot of this shit, and I want him to explain that District D shit too, 100%. Because bro, that shit blew my mind when I really learned it. And I'm only telling everybody this today about the politician and about the government and all this stuff. Having this class today is because I feel like if you're going to vote, I feel like you should vote right.
Mm-hmm.
If this woman wins, if Eileen Carter wins, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna move back home because I have a house in Slidell. I'm gonna come back because I it'll be right.
Mm-hmm.
If your girl win, bro, I ain't fucking with it. I can't. I can't. I can't. I cannot fathom why they still trying to get us to live in Babylon.
Mm.
Why? Like, why are y'all corrupting so much shit intentionally?
Or
Intentionally.
for a
Why?
murderer to be the mayor.
Not only a murderer, somebody's gonna uphold everything that your president basically is trying to get away from. I felt
That's
like when
right.
the president did all that shit, he was helping black people get on their fucking feet. Because now black people, they
Mm-hmm.
going to school, they getting these decent little jobs and all that stuff, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, to really get it together. Those that has not done it because they don't want to do it.
Right.
And these white people, they
Absolutely.
gonna keep pushing that bullshit because they feel like he's trying to mess over the black people because they know black people gonna scream loud and proud. Loud and proud. We gonna scream like, y'all, you fucking over the black people like they've been doing all this time. But I don't feel like it's really fucking over us. I think it's really making us more independent. And think about it. A woke, black, independent person,
Mm-hmm. Is it?
boy, that's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
That's fucking dangerous. They don't realize how dangerous you can be. What?
Mm-hmm.
Once you realize you paying your tax dollars for some bullshit?
And then people
What?
are very afraid
What?
of that.
And
Extremely afraid.
one thing about New Orleans, and I'm gonna say this, and I mean this shit. One thing about New Orleans, bro. New Orleans don't want y'all to wake the fuck up, and I'm gonna tell
Mm-mm.
you why. Because you see that industry that they have, in the quarters. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for sure a threat. You see that industry we have in the quarters, the hospitality industry. Why do you think that shit's
Yes.
still booming?
Mm.
Everywhere else in the world, you got Airbnbs, you got the best apartments, you got all kind of shit that's really booming, bro.
Booming.
They stripped so much shit from New Orleans to force us to keep the hospitality booming, and they still paying them people dirt fucking cheap.
Yep.
See, if they put an Amazon, somebody told me this, and we was talking about that. If they put an Amazon in New Orleans East, what y'all think that's gonna do? Because Slidell just put an Amazon distribution company in Slidell. What the fuck y'all think that's
Wow.
gonna do? Mm-hmm. Slidell ain't playing. Slidell want to make money. Think about it. You put an Amazon in New
Yeah.
Orleans East, where the plaza used to be, a distribution company.
Mm-hmm.
What
Right.
you think that's gonna bring?
Girl, nothing but revenue and jobs.
Come on. Come on. That's something so
Nothing but
fucking
revenue and
simple.
jobs.
That's something so simple, bro. But you don't want people to come up. You don't want nothing like that in the city. Why we don't have a Bucky's?
Right.
Everybody got a Bucky's. Why New Orleans don't have a fucking Bucky's New Orleans? You know how much money that should
Hmm.
have made? A
That's a lot of
Bucky's New.
money.
Come on, man. Come on. One of the best but worst days they could have did. Let me start traveling the motherfucking world. Bitch, I be seeing so much shit. I be like, dog, what the fuck is going on?
The
What's
streets are
happening? Like,
paved, no potholes, everything is clean, and yeah.
guess where the most potholes are? On the fucking highway in the truck lane.
Hmm.
The people's streets ain't got no potholes. You can't even go on the people's streets in a fucking truck.
Wow.
You can't do none of that. Well, I'm telling you, it's something so simple. See, Amazon gonna pay their people $20 an hour. So you know what that does to the rest of New Orleans? It forces them to pay the
Right.
hospitality industry, the restaurant, and all that shit. It forces them to pay
Hmm.
more than just one minimum wage or below minimum wage.
And getting paid $27 an hour. Young.
Do you know if
They
they
be breaking their backs overtime, triple time.
to get the fucking work? To get the fucking
Amazon
work.
never close.
Never close. If they put a Bucky's, VVS say I love Bucky's. If
I
they
do
put
too,
a Bucky's
BVS.
in
Yeah.
New Orleans East, do you know how much Bucky's paid their employees a fucking hour?
I saw it. I saw it. I saw it.
So
That
you know
shit, I
that's
was like, God damn. Yeah.
so you know what that's gonna do to our government. New
Mm-hmm.
Orleans, Louisiana, the Louisiana. You know what it's gonna do to us. Force
Mm-hmm.
them. Now you
Right.
got to pay them people right. You can't keep treating us like fucking slaves, bro. You can't do that.
That's all it is, slave wages that they're getting. It's sad.
Slave fucking wages. You can't keep doing it. That's why we don't have shit in New Orleans. And that's why we need to vote fucking right. I'm telling y'all what's going on, bro. I'm not lying.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Crow, they want to keep that fucking system going. And see, that's why they putting Helena in position because they know Helena is going to do what the fuck they said do.
Mm-hmm.
They got too much dirt on Helena and Oliver for them to be trading against them fucking people. But if everybody come together as a whole, collective whole in New Orleans, Louisiana, bro, we can overturn all that shit. But people don't want to do it.
Right. Right.
They don't want to fucking do
They
it.
don't go
But
for the underdog. They don't who wants to at least do right. They don't want they're
that's
not gonna go
why,
for it.
that's why we stay fucking sleep.
They go for names that are popular that hear on all the time. And sometimes that's not right.
That's why New Orleans is still cast up under that sleeping slumber spell. Think about it.
Mm.
The whole city is under a spell.
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
it. The whole fucking city is under a spell.
You
And
can
that's
see
the
it.
reason
You
why.
can see it. It's like a dark cloud. You can see it.
Big dog cloud. They like walking zombies, bro. They just doing whatever the system want them to do. Whatever the system say do. I watched somebody on Instagram. And bro, I'm looking at this lady talk. And I just saw the weirdest shit that was happening. Like, I don't know. We'll talk on the back end, but her facial expression, her
Look
words, everything.
distorted.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is
Hmm.
wrong?
Black eyes. Mhm.
I was like, what the fuck is going on with her?
Yeah.
And I saw that today. I'm like, what? Wait a minute, hold up. This shit was crazy to me, but I know other people didn't see what I saw, and I'm
Hmm.
like, God damn, this is. And then there was another black man that put her up there to make her look even crazier. And I'm sitting there like, bro, this is insane. This is really one of them.
Hmm.
And you can actually see the shit. The shit is so clear as fucking day. But
Hmm.
I understand everybody don't see it. I
Right.
get that part of life. So I
Right.
don't, yeah, it's scary. VVS is so fucking scary.
It
Like, and I
is,
was
baby.
looking like,
Yes.
but I'm not gonna like. I'm so, I'm so tuned up, spiritual, bro. Like, it don't even scare me no more. When I see it, I see it. I just don't be wanting to say too much because I be like, God knows it's not my time yet. It's just
Right.
It's not my time. And when it's my time, it's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen. But it's just gotta be my time. But the
Yeah,
stuff that I'm dropping right now, it's shit that needs to be dropped because people really need to hear this. And
they
we need
do.
to push this agenda even more so because if we in New Orleans can see what's actually going on down here, if we know this could change, that could change, who can bring this type of change? Those are the
Mm-hmm.
questions we need to ask. How can we bring this type of change? Who's running for District D now? Who's
Right.
running for these people seats that's going for mayor? Who's running? Because if nobody not running for it, they gonna fall right back in position, and we right back where we
Yeah.
started.
Just like when Cantura won, first I didn't vote for neither time. It was
Mm-hmm.
something about her. I don't know what it was. It was just something. It didn't resonate with me. When she talked, it was like it was beyond her words. I wasn't even listening to that. It was something physically that was like this chick ain't right. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I saw was like, again, like I said, a mask.
Mm-hmm.
You
She
know.
um she dabbling into that shit. Like I really believe once you get into the politician world like that, like if you don't have the strength that God put in you, I really believe that they attack you and they find ways to make you agree, or make
Mhm.
you say yes, or make you
Mhm.
be a part of it 100%. They
Mhm.
use every weakness that you have against you, whether it's alcohol, whether it's gambling, and everybody do it. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. I say it. Every fucking judge, every lawyer, all them bitches being there playing poker.
Mhm. Snorting
They
coke and everything.
every girl, they love that sugar booger.
Ugh.
They love
Some
it.
look sometimes how they clients pay him, but I digress.
Huh. I've been digressed, baby. I've been seeing it. I'm like, wow,
Mhm.
wow. Oh, that's your business, fat. That ain't mine. So I don't even care. That's why I ain't saying
Mhm.
no names. Like, ah, that
Me.
ain't,
Mhm.
I don't, that ain't my business. I guess. Whatever. I'm telling y'all, like, New Orleans, they made it a dream nightmare. That's why people say New Orleans is not a real place. For real, for real. It's not.
It's not. It's. I hate
It's
to say
fucking
this, but I give me pre Katrina. I'm sorry.
exactly. It's
I'm
not.
sorry. Give me pre Katrina. I don't care.
It's not a real place, bro.
Because it's
It's
like
really
after
not.
Katrina, more and more the demons just started.
Pouring in, pouring
It
in.
was a portal for them just to come
And
on
they
in.
they told us, oh God, they washed away everything in New Orleans is a fresh new start. Girl, that was demons that did that shit.
Hmm.
That's what that
Absolutely.
wasn't God ain't had a goddamn thing to do with that.
Do with that.
Nothing. That they came and washed all the good people up out of here. They have people that's so powerful, so smart, so strong with willpower, with God, with everything that has got away from New Orleans because they saw it. They saw it, they felt it, and they couldn't do it no more. And they're somewhere else
Some people were
doing
threatened.
well.
That
Huh?
scene, like across the canal, that scene, them busting, a lot of them were threatened and scared to talk, so
Yep.
traumatized. Because after this
Yep.
hurricane passed, all of a sudden, the barge loose, and that's what happens.
So they claim. But
Yeah, allegedly.
allegedly, so allegedly, history repeated itself.
Hmm.
I thought we learned from the past.
Right.
Betsy,
Yep.
that was in the
65.
60s,
65.
1965. Betsy. Betsy hit New Orleans. Guess what flooded? Same place.
The same place.
The only difference about Betsy and Katrina, we had that old family that was working at Sewage and Water Board, that's been working at Sewage and Water Board, that knew how to work those pumping systems.
The water didn't last and stay a month or two. They drained really quick.
And Uptown, met her, it didn't flood.
The sixth wall was dry because my dad family that lived in that wall came by my grandpa's house on St. Anne
Uh-huh.
Street.
Uh-huh. See?
Sixth wall was dry as a bone.
What was flooded was the fucking night wall, the lower night wall across the canal. How I knew this story so well, my mother and my grandmother survived that.
Mm-hmm.
They had to go to Glapion Funeral Home. We have a house on Lamette Street. That's right around the corner from Glapion Funeral Home. It's on Caffin and Monroe. Yeah, it's right there on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Glapion Funeral Home was a 2-story at one time, 2 or 3 story. That's what they was at one time. And what they had to do, they had to get around there by Glampion to ride the storm out because they didn't know
Mm-hmm.
what was going to happen at this time.
Right.
And the water started coming in, and they went upstairs. That's it. Yeah, my sister know. They went upstairs to survive that storm in 1965. Now, how from 1965 to 2005, we repeat the same motherfucking history.
And it was worse.
It was worse. To the T, but worse. How? How? If that ain't a setup, I don't know what you call that. I'm being real. Bro, these people been doing shit to us. And we don't have the heart, we don't have the spine God gave us to stand up against this shit. We are just the same black people that they always talk about saying we ain't gonna do shit.
All right.
We
All
ain't
right.
gonna go vote. We ain't gonna stand next to the person that's right. We ain't gonna do our homework. What they say, and this shit's so embarrassing. If you don't want a black person to know something, put it in a book.
In the book.
We not gonna read. We not gonna communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we gonna do? We gonna shut our fucking doors.
That's it.
And we gonna shut our mouths. It ain't got nothing to do with me until it got something to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with you until it got something to fucking do with you. And I hope y'all paying attention to that. Cause this shit here, don't think that shit ain't gonna happen again.
Mm.
Don't think it ain't gonna happen again. Because if China, if China could build a motherfucking wall and plant millions of trees to prevent a tsunami,
Mm.
tsunami.
Tsunami. Mm-hmm. Tsunami.
Why we can't? Why the fuck we can't? We're America.
You have towns overseas that own water and houses don't flood. So what's
Why
up
we
with their
can't?
infrastructure to compared to our infrastructure?
Thank you. Brother, shit goes so deep.
Yeah, I
This is a
know.
rabbit
It
hole.
does.
This is a rabbit hole. You gotta have the stomach. You gotta have the power. You gotta have God holding you 100% to go down this
Because
rabbit hole.
it's
This bitch
deep.
is so deep. Once you wake up to what's really going on in New Orleans, bro, you be sitting there like
I can't believe these motherfuckers didn't played us and did all. Yeah.
the school system.
Tuh.
Bro, do y'all know people in other states, children with game busy just sitting in the internal lot, nothing but bullshit. Yeah, of course. What other people in other states, I can't make this shit up. The children that's on like 504 programs and special ed
Mm-hmm.
and all that good shit, them children were getting real diplomas because they were really taking classes in the
Yeah.
school.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't just passing them to
Mm-mm.
get them the fuck out the school
Giving them
system.
life skills so they could at least take care of themselves afterwards.
In real life,
Money management, so they can
big
manage their little
time,
check, resources for
credit,
them after graduation.
bro, we wasn't even nowhere near that.
Mm-mm.
We still so behind. My daughter was taking honor classes at Edna. They fixed it to some kind of way you had to do something. I forgot what it was to be able to sign up to get the AP classes, which in other states, in Texas for example, 5 hours away, you could be in school and you could be a honor student. You could take the highest English you can take in high school. And they automatically put you in early college class. Fuck other states. Shall
Now, what
Met
I'm not
do it.
going to lie,
Shall
getting the
Met
car
do it.
took care of my daughter, but when she came to car, she was already
Mm-hmm.
9.5 because she already took a lot of ninth grade classes in eighth grade. So then she went to 10.5. So by the time she got to her senior year, really her junior year, they just was giving us, classes.
Mm-hmm.
For her
Mm-hmm.
senior year, it was COVID, but she had that one class for in the car. She was online with Delgado. So she had credits going into college.
My baby has something online with Delgado, but it wasn't like it was supposed to be. It's like they had
Okay.
fell off with some shit. I don't
Oh,
know. It was kind of
wow.
crazy. Yeah, because I was like, what's really like why? Like what's happening like that? And I don't, it wasn't even explained to me the correct way.
Okay.
But I know I graduated in 2002
I finished
from
at 96 and 35. Back when we
okay,
only had honors and AP curriculum. That's all we had. It was no regular class. It was strictly honors and
uh-huh.
AP. At the time I saw 35, and we had the old principals back then.
Yeah, like the wardens. Fucking pictures like
Miss
wardens, girl.
Khalise, Miss Braid, and Dr. Gotro.
Wait, what year you
The T
graduated?
96.
696. My grandfather was a teacher back there at 35. He was an
Mr.
art
That
teacher. Yeah, Mr. Cotton.
was my teacher. Yes.
That's my grandpa. Yep,
Girl, cool as a fan, girl, Mr. Cotton, old Slim. Used
that's
to
my
call him the
grandpa.
Slim Pimp. People come to work dressed, baby, every day.
Went out to drink every fucking night.
Oh, yeah, you could tell. That's all right, though.
That's my grandpa. That
Yeah,
is
Mr. Cotton.
everybody think I'm his daughter because all my auntie, my uncles, my daddy, everybody passed.
Oh, wow.
So it's really just it's really just us. It's the grandkids now.
Okay.
And that's look at him, girl. Wait, hold on. Let me see.
He still living?
Yeah, girl.
Oh, girl, go ahead. He was one of my favorite teachers, too, Mr.
Girl, look
Cotton.
at him with my baby.
Girl, look at him.
Mm,
Always, girl, still dressed.
yep.
Still dressed to the nine. Girl, that
That's
was
him,
my
yep.
favorite teacher, girl.
He's 93 now, 92, 93.
Girl, the day OJ won that trial, right? He said, I don't
Uh-huh.
care if y'all leave the class, leave school, do what y'all want to do. Girl, I left and ran out the side door. He probably was
That's
going to
my
the bar to get him a drink.
uh-huh.
Baby, I ran
That's
out
my
that side door, baby. Fuck class.
that's
I'm
my
out of here.
grandpa, girl. I'm
Man.
I'm a Cotton. My name is Daria Cotton.
Okay. Well, yeah, because
I,
that's the off, yeah, off, what you call it?
yeah.
Cash app, yeah.
Old
Girl,
baby
look
doll.
at
That's
him.
him. That's him. That's old baby doll.
Girl,
Yep. That's his favorite words, girl. My papa still.
yeah.
I could
Baby
call
doll.
him. I call him. If I, let me see. He sleep. He probably taking a nap or something. I could call him right now, and he be so happy to talk to me. He be like, "I be praying for you. You out there on that road, and I
Mm-hmm.
miss y'all." Cause we bought a house in Slidell. That's where we were at by him, and
Okay.
I bought a house in Slidell, and I took my baby. My baby came, but my baby is like his baby.
Right.
My
That's
daughter.
how,
He love
yeah.
her. Girl, yeah, he just girl. He in love with
He
that little
don't do
girl
no wrong.
at all, girl. Look, the police came and got her. He was distraught, bitch. He was like, whoa. Bitch. He gave me a check for the bank and everything. Go get her. Katie, how much you got? I'm going to give you what I got. Oh, yeah. My
But let
grandpa
me
is
tell
that
you,
nice.
senior school, he demanded them boys made sure he respected us. He
Yes.
ain't play. He didn't play about talking crazy and roughing with the girls and just talking. He ain't take
Yes.
no ma'am, no ma'am. You
Yes.
was not.
And now y'all see why I'm the way that I am. Like my
Yeah,
grandfather has always been the man and a man 100%.
he was
You
the
know what I'm
standard.
saying?
Like
Yes.
I call my dad the standard.
Very much so. Very much so. And for those that know, now you know why
Mm-hmm,
Candy Cotton is the way that she is. Because that's what they call me, Candy Cotton. I'm the way I am because of him. That's who
mm-hmm.
raised me. My mama left. My mama went and did her thing. My daddy was doing his thing, which is his
And he
son.
said, "You safe with me? Leave that girl here. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
you gonna leave her right here."
My grandma and my grandpa leave her right here. I was 3 weeks old. I was 3 weeks, and them people took me and they never gave me back till I was like 14 because I was fighting too much. And my grandpa still can't got me. He still brought me to school and everything, girl. He used to bring me to Lawless and then go to work at 35. That was him. That's my grandpa.
Baby, I
Yes,
love me
y'all.
some Mr. Cotton. That was one of my favorite teachers, girl,
And he's
Mr.
still
Cotton.
painting. He's still
Really?
painting. Hell yeah, girl. I gotta show y'all the paint. He just did a picture, a painting for me late
Oh
last
wow.
year. Late last year, it's a painting of my house. I gotta show it to y'all when I get home. And girl, it's beautiful. It is absolutely
Wow.
beautiful. At the age he is, he's still painting. He still do his thing, without a shadow of a doubt. And this man, I tell everybody, like a lot of my history comes from him
Mm-hmm.
because he was here when they built the first project,
Mm-hmm.
St. Thomas,
Yeah,
and he was here when they tore him down, and was here when they rebuild them again.
right.
Look, that's a long fucking
That's a
time.
long time.
That's
That's
a
a long time.
long time, bro. You got people that never survived that shit.
Cause she was
Long
at
time.
35 one time. I got there damn near 40 years when I got to 35. Cause he taught my aunt in the 70s.
Yup. He told
All
my
them
mama,
teachers,
girl.
all them teachers I had were teaching my aunt in the 70s, and that made a big difference with us in school.
Look, my sister
They,
said he's still a player. He is.
oh, okay.
The last fight I had was with a woman he had in the house trying to help her, and she did not want to go. Girl, and when that man looked at my grandpa, said, Candy, that's it, I'm tired. I said, what? Say less. I'm in route. And he know if he tell me, I'm going all the way
It's a
through with it.
wrap.
Oh, I'm going all the way through. He said, I'm tired. I said, I'm on my way. And I went up there with my daughter. My daughter said, Mama, let me talk to her first, please. I said, go ahead, have at it. See, after that shit went down with them two, they went to talk and it didn't work. Oh, it was my turn now. Come on, let's go. She called the police on me and everything. My grandpa said, they wasn't fighting. Ain't no fight going around here.
She gotta
Ain't no
go.
fighting. He said, look, you gotta get up out of here. You trying to get my granddaughter put in jail. We ain't
Okay.
doing that. We don't do the jail thing. We don't even call the police. I said, nah, bitch. I'm going
Nah.
home till you get out of here.
Old school. He old school.
Oh, with my stupid ass on. But look, y'all. I have somebody that tapped in, and he know who he is. If you on here, I'm gonna drop the link. I want you to come up explain to the people about District D.
I'm gonna drop down so you can come up, Candy.
No, you can come up with
I'm
you up here.
good. Okay.
Yeah, you good. You good. I want him to explain to y'all about District D before I get up out of here because these conversations are needed for what's to come.
Yeah.
And it's not just District D, it's all over. These are the conversations that's really needed for people to make these decisions. I feel like there's not enough people having these conversations about the truth, about everything, to push the votes into the right direction. Even if it was Roy Duplessis, it's still better than what they're trying to put in there.
Yeah.
It's still better.
The
And see,
lesser two evils.
Roy know the state though. That's what makes Roy like really
Hmm.
good. He know that state law, so he could get a lot of shit done. Her, no. And
That's
we
the
already know
devil.
Oliver ain't. Yeah, Oliver not gonna make it. But they pushing that agenda for her big time, and they're not stopping. They're not stopping. I watched it. I watched it. She was at a debate or something, and Oliver had to leave, and she got up there and made this little smirk or some shit. I don't know what she said because I think the thing went off after that. And then she started talking to the people, and I was like, oh, okay. To make it more obvious, Oliver.
Mm. Right.
I
Right.
mean, fuck. At this point in time, you might as well just drop your nuts and tell the truth.
And I think she has a lot of influential young black people in the community that's, politicking
Yes.
for and have commercials and oh, we having a an event for her. And I'm looking like, first
Yes.
of all, she's either white or Hispanic. Let's go there first. If you can't be true to yourself, can you be true too?
Right. Absolutely.
Secondly, what greater good is she gonna do for the people that are here that was born and raised here or trying to come back home?
Hmm. That's a good
Because
question.
like Murder said, it's gonna be Santa Maria, New Orleans, Louisiana, Nueve, Louisiana, Pablo, Louisiana. It's gonna be a mess.
That boy had me dying laughing. I said, bro, we about to turn Mexican?
Tell
You
they
think
gonna
I'm
call
playing?
look
Watch.
somebody to tell her they gonna call ICE on her ass and see what she do. Because I bet you some people ICE caught or were born here and they took them people, took them in because they were Hispanic. Take
Right.
her too. Take her too to Guantanamo
That's
Bay.
what I'm wondering. Like, bro, like, do she have legal papers?
Then that lady, that black lady at the
Uh huh.
council meeting
Uh huh.
that said she can't tell me what I'm 58 years something. You remember that lady? She said,
Yeah,
I
I
was
remember
born
that.
here. She was born in Mexico. Where's her papers?
Hmm. That's a good question. That's why I
Because
say, is she legal?
when she came here, they wasn't doing all of that. And she wasn't born here. Normally, if your child is born here, then you become a citizen. She wasn't even born here.
Are you even legal? Why are we pushing somebody that we don't even know is legal to be a? To,
What papers did she prove it? Like with Obama? How he proved he was born here? He showed his birth certificate.
hmm.
Where is hers and her papers to go with her being here and being a citizen? They need
Exactly.
to make her present it.
Present it. Present it to us. How hard is it? But at this point in time, they're probably gonna make up some fake ones.
So,
They they said the Trump administration is backing her up too. I don't know how real
yeah,
that is, but they said that.
of course, and the governor too. Come on now.
So I'm wondering, Trump, did you sign off on this shit too, bro? Or did you sign off on this shit because we can't prove that your wife? Well, they already proved that
Hmm.
your wife not supposed to be a citizen here anyway. They
Right.
said they wanted her ass gone. So maybe you trying to calm us down, because New Orleans is very powerful, whether y'all know
Yeah.
it or not.
We're
We
a
are
melting pot. We're a melting
we
pot.
right. We are so fucking powerful, bro. Like, it's hard for me to even explain how powerful we really are. We are very powerful. Powerful, I'm sorry. And we can exercise that shit 100%. And we get a lot of shit pushed. And I know that's why they try to keep our mouth closed. That's why they try to get us to not say too much of nothing. If you think about it, remember when COVID hit? Hold up, Ash. You remember when COVID hit and everybody had to stay indoors and all that good shit. You know how all that shit was working out? Do you remember when the mayor snuck away and we didn't know nothing about this shit? The mayor snuck away and went met Biden.
Mhm.
We didn't even know Biden was in town until Biden was in town. And she went and had a one-on-one personal with met him and they sat down and everything. And I always wonder what the fuck was that shit about? Was I mad at? I always like, what the fuck was that about? For the president to come and sit down or come talk to the mayor of New Orleans,
And nobody's saying anything about it.
not the governor,
The mayor
the
and the
fucking mayor,
president. Hmm.
and nobody said a word. I still don't hear nothing about it. What was that shit about? And that's when I start thinking so far into it. I'm like, bro, New Orleans is powerful.
Because we're a
I
party city, and
I ain't seen them go nowhere else.
a lot of our the first cases came from here, really. After Mardi Gras.
You're
I think it
not
was here
lying.
before that.
It was
Remember
here
that
way
nursing
before
home
that.
uptown? Almost all of the patients died and the staff.
It was
And
where it
somebody,
was.
family member came from Japan or something and came and visit. And after that, all them people. And let me tell you, I'm not telling you what I work on here, but I work at two facilities. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, my part-time job was in a nursing home. Making that money. Even was making
Right,
that the COVID for real during COVID.
right.
But when you hear things on my full-time job, I hear a whole lot of stuff. Started wearing a
Mhm.
mask. What you wearing a mask for? I said, 'cause something is out here. What you wearing a mask for? I said, something is out here.
Mhm.
And a week later,
It hit. It hit. This is one. It's been here since end of October, beginning of November.
right? Because I wound up getting a sinus infection, girl, so bad. Was it right before Christmas or after? I can't remember. But I never
Yep.
had a sinus infection on. I do a Z pack and I'm good. And steroid and I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. It
Mm-hmm.
lasted so long. It wasn't a flu, but it lasted so long. Like I'm like, what is this? I feel like I have the flu, but I don't have the flu. I probably had
And
it then. Didn't know.
if you notice, if people with sinuses didn't really catch it. I don't know what it was, but people with sinuses and O blood type. If your blood type was
Oh,
O positive, O negative, you ain't catch that shit like
I'm on
that.
pies. But the sinus, it just stayed longer than what normally it normally would. And I'm like, I don't have
Mm-hmm.
the flu. I don't have this. I don't have that. So I wonder what this is.
That's what happened to me. The same thing. I had a sinus infection. I
And the
was
bitch wouldn't go
working.
away.
I was working in a plant,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a guy. He left to go on vacation. He came back from vacation, and he was kind of a little. He was a little sick, but he wasn't really sick. Sick.
Mm-hmm.
This was in October. I think he went to Hawaii or some shit like that. And then he left again. But this time when he left, he had a couple of conventions to go to, and it was in the convention center.
Mm-hmm.
And it was people from all over the world. When he came back to work, he barely could breathe. He barely could move. Like he was just messed
Mm-hmm.
up. So we kept wondering like what was wrong with him. They finally sent him home. Cause I remember him walking around the field like fucked up. I remember this shit clear as day. They sent him home. He was gone for about 2 or 3 weeks. He finally came back to work. He still was messed up bad. So I asked him, I said, what happened? What they diagnosed you with? He said, RSV.
Mm.
I said, RSV.
A virus.
I said, I know RSV.
Normally babies used to get it, remember? Okay,
I
clock
said,
that.
how old are you? And he was like, I think he was in his 50s, in the 40s, early 50s, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we all catch that at that age, RSV.
Right.
He said, well, that's what they say I have. I said, but that's kind of impossible. Only babies and elderly people can get RSV. It's a respiratory virus infection.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, that's not what they said. I said, listen, I'm not tripping. My daughter had RSV. And I remember my grandparents couldn't come to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But, and my nieces couldn't come to the hospital to see her or play with her because they said they were too young. But the mamas and my other cousins, they can come.
Be able to come. Yep.
And they were mid-age. They were right before they weren't in their 50s or 60s. And they were older than 7 or 8. That's
Mm-hmm.
what they were. They were older than 7 or 8. They can come and they came. Nobody caught it. I didn't catch it. My son didn't catch it. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, like, nah, RSV don't work like that. So he's still trying to tell me, and I'm like, I'm telling you, I've never heard this before. I said, maybe so, maybe something changed, but I never heard it. At that time, I caught a sinus infection. I took off for work for about 2 days, I think. The sinus infection I got so bad, I lost my taste and I lost my
Mm-hmm.
voice. I lost my voice and I lost my taste. And that didn't happen to me. It had been years since that happened. And they was going around saying, oh, you sick, you got whatever he got, you sick. Troy, his name was Troy. You sick, you got whatever Troy got. I'm like, bro, I got a sinus infection. I know what I had. I went to the doctor
Right.
already and everything. Like I've been having sinus infections all my life. I'm like, I just lost my voice. I lost my taste for about a week, something like that. But that happens sometimes with my sinus infections. I know
Right.
this. I lose a lot of shit. My ears was stopped up. My eyes was all red and watery. My throat was itching. Like I was a mess.
Mm-hmm.
They still was trying to say I had COVID. I'm like, nah. Then other people went to coming up with the same notion. Now, this was the end of October, the beginning of November. CK Mardi Gras, Mardi Gras, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So many people caught that shit, and those that healed from it, for some reason, these people was walking around saying the same shit. My head been hurting me. I got a sinus headache. The doctor telling
Mm-hmm.
them they got a sinus headache. I'm like, a sinus headache? Where your head hurting at? Oh, it's right here. Oh, it's over here. It's back. I said, bro, this is your sinuses.
It's
Right
a
here.
frontal. Mm-hmm.
Right here.
The
It goes
frontal
from
lobe.
here to here. When my sinus pressure acts up, I feel it all up in here. I feel it in my eyes. I feel it on the
Hmm.
side of my head. I know when it's a sinus headache.
Right.
That is not a sinus headache. They thought I was tripping because I don't know more than the doctors know. I had to tell one dude, I said, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Doctors are nothing but educational fools. That's it. They was taught this shit. You can learn it too. Just read and look the shit up. It's that simple. They just got a degree behind it because they decided to stay in school and pay all their fucking money. Period. I'm telling you what I know. That's when I found out that people with the old blood type, whether it's positive or negative, did not catch COVID virus like that. We caught sinus infections.
And if they
I
did catch
said
COVID, it wasn't bad.
it wasn't bad at all. It was like a
It felt like they had the flu. It wasn't like it was they were
that was it.
down. It like they had the flu.
It was in
Because
and
I
out.
wound up catching on the back end, and I'm like, look, I have the. I felt fine actually. I just took my days off and enjoyed myself for the eight. I caught it
I'm
after
telling
the
you,
fact,
it was in and out. It
and
was
it wasn't
nothing.
nothing. It wasn't anything.
We didn't go down. We didn't get
Mm-mm,
sick. We didn't.
mm-mm.
It was like nothing. It's like nothing happened.
When I had it, I didn't feel the way I felt with it, like I did in December before all this stuff happened. I felt like a
Hmm.
dog then. But when I finally got COVID in what 2021, 22 was weird.
It was like you never like
Girl, maybe one night of chills. I may have had a fever off and on, but it wasn't nothing. I didn't
24
look in the
hours.
bed. I wasn't, yeah.
24 hours. 24 hours. I'm not bullshitting y'all. Ask
And I
anybody with
just
the old
stayed
blood
away
type.
them extra 3, 4 days just to make sure. But I was good.
It
I
was a
was good.
24 hours round. That
Hmm.
shit hit anybody with the old type, negative or positive. And you're right. I stand corrected.
Hmm.
For 24 hours, if that. If that. It could have been less than 24 hours, but you didn't get sick. You didn't get sick. And that's when they
Okay.
had this thing going around and it was telling the truth that people with old blood type was
Hmm.
partially immune to it.
And
We
even
had
like if
some,
I get the flu, I may be down for like maybe you know when I feel it, I know immediately when I get it because I start feeling weak all of a sudden.
yeah,
And I go, they
yeah.
so you have the flu when you started feeling bad about 2 hours ago.
I have,
They gave me my they gave me my Tamiflu. The next day I felt like as if
nothing
shit,
happened.
I was all right.
I haven't had the flu before, thank God.
I felt like it didn't last long, you know. It
Yeah,
didn't
I
last
didn't.
long.
I haven't had it, and I haven't taken the flu shots before neither. I tell them now, I don't want no flu shots. I don't take shots like that. Like, nah, don't pump that shit
Well,
in
I
my
do it
body.
because my parents are older, in
Yeah,
their
a girl.
seventies.
I
Girl,
ain't
for
like.
COVID, I used to come home from work and be stripping at the door. I guess my neighbor said, I'm tired of seeing her in her panties and bra at the door.
That's all right. They'll be all right.
I would take off first. I change my shoes, spring what I saw. These them shoes in the car, I have other shoes on. I would take my clothes off at the door and go straight to the damn washing machine with it
They'll be all
every
right.
day.
I,
My parents wasn't getting sick up in here. No, 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 no.
I did so much of shit because my grandparents was old, and my grandmother was declining at the time. I was like, look, fuck what y'all talking about. I'm not about to go take that motherfucking shot. They're talking about fire me and everything. I said, y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do.
That was against the law to do it. They can't make you. That's when they came back with that law when they realized they couldn't make people do it. That was a
Yep.
lawsuit.
I told her, do what y'all gotta do. I ain't
They
tripping
changed
at
that
all.
tune quickly.
Yes. I said,
So
y'all gotta
what if
do.
it's against your religious preference? They can't force you to take anything but
They're
a
not
drug
supposed
test.
to.
That's it. But a
They're not
drug
supposed
test.
to. Yeah, drug test, that's different. But they're not supposed to. But anywho, y'all, please, please consider what we saying right now. I know a lot of people here. I know y'all woke, y'all mind is on it. Consider what we saying. I don't care who you vote for. Just pay attention.
Please.
Pay attention to your city. If you don't know your city, go take a ride. Go take a ride around the city. Not on the West Bank. Take your ride around the city. All the way back to New Orleans, East to Michoud. Take your ride. Just look at it. And just imagine. Just as you ride, just imagine. You riding down um I-10, going towards Slidell, and there's a big ass mall, or they got all these gas stations, or just places like that that you will
Mhm.
be able to stop at. That will bring business to the fucking bro. They fucking over us so bad
They can't even keep police. They don't have enough policemen, police women, police persons.
at all,
It's sad
at all. That's why I
because they
said
don't want to pay them.
we're still governing ourselves. In 2018 and 2019, up until Mardi Gras, only white people was getting it, died from it. After 2019 Mardi Gras, it began to run rapidly. Um, then everybody began to get it. Yeah, you got. I mean, you probably have
Hmm.
a point on that because the man who I was working with, he was white.
Hmm. And the people up on the people that were at the nursing home, they were
Yep,
white, but it's
yep,
some of their black employees that took care of them
sure it
or
is.
just cashed this suit.
All the way down
But
General
that, but one of those
Development.
people, family took a trip to Japan or wherever they and came back to
They
visit,
came back
and
with it.
the whole fucking place, damn near all the people died. It's sad, and some of the staff members did too.
Place at the West Bank, all the way down General de Gaulle and across the bridge is Orleans. So you could start on General de Gaulle, but on that West Bank, they operate a little different. So they have shit.
Yeah,
They have shit.
yeah, we because I now after Katrina I live on the West Bank in Algiers, still Orleans Parish, but yeah, we it's not as bad as some like we have
They,
places to
yes, they have shit. Keep on coming. And y'all gonna be sitting there like, what the
yeah,
fuck?
just like well when they used to be at on how what Holiday and Dego, it's gonna be an Aldi's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
Oh, they changing that to all this now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And the
See, they
one in
always
Gretna
put
too.
something. Bro, because General de Gaulle is that General de Gaulle pops all day,
We have
every
our
day.
TJ Maxx. We have our shit.
Sure do. Sure do. Where do they have do they have a TJ Maxx in Orleans Parish?
They do it on Claiborne, Lord. It's not the same though.
It's not.
Mm-mm.
It's not. I know they got a Ross's,
Mm-hmm.
a Ross, whatever it is, over there. I know that. And a Michaels.
Yeah.
That's on Cleburne right there. Even that's
Mm-hmm.
not the same.
Yeah.
Um, don't we have a Chick-fil-A now?
That's on Tulane.
Okay. But I said
That's
I knew.
nice.
Yeah,
Soon as
well
you
I
come off
knew.
the bridge from
Yeah.
airline, it's right there.
Oh, what a wait.
What
Is it
used
where
to be
Burger
on
King
that
used to
corner?
be?
Yes. That's what was on that corner, Burger King.
Okay. All right, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. See, I knew they had put one, but I wasn't sure
It's nice.
where.
It's nice. It's nice.
I like Chick-fil-A too.
Mm-hmm.
I like
It's
Chick-fil-A.
nice.
Like, but it's so much stuff that we do but don't have.
Right.
And that we actually need in the city to generate the funds that's actually needed in the city. I'm talking about oh
Because it's
shit.
sad to say if I don't want to, I don't have to go to the west or to the east bank for anything.
Matter neither. Matter don't have to
Lakeside, I could
Matter do
take it or
not have to
leave it
come.
and just, but because it's too
The,
congested now.
the only thing you would have to come to New Orleans, to the West Bank, I mean the East Bank for second lines in the
Hmm.
games. Football and basketball.
Yeah. And
That's it.
go hang in my hood.
That's it. Canal Street is even horrible now.
Or Canal Street, it looks like the dump.
Canal Street
It
ain't
is
got
nothing
shit.
how they have nothing. Nothing.
Canal Street
It's
used to be
sad.
one of the best places to be.
To shop, to window shop, to, just to be down there in the ambience. The
Right.
store should be nicely decorated all year round. The window, the window treatments, with the mannequins and just all of that. They ain't got shit. Nothing. It's
Nothing.
just sad. It look like the
Every,
slum.
every
They
now and
hanging.
then you could go and buy a pair of shoes maybe down there, but you better go do that.
What about the Arabs about sex?
Yeah,
Shit.
that's it. Bitch, you ain't lying.
The
That's it.
Arabs or the damn sex.
That's
Mostly they
it.
going to the Arabs, right?
Bro, we don't have nothing but Bourbon
Nothing.
Street. Even the French market not the same no more.
So the French market not the same. And bourbon, so, like I have cousins that come and visit. Oh, let's go on
Mm-hmm.
bourbon. I said, "Bitch, I don't on bourbon."
Right.
And even after what
It's
happened the first of the year too, for damn sure, I don't on bourbon, baby.
the
We live
Riverwalk.
here. I'll do
The
the river
Riverwalk
walk.
is, yeah. Nobody do the. I just told Mr. Shrimp that. I said, "Do you know how much I hate the fact that you in the Riverwalk?" He
Yeah,
said, "You not the only." I said, "Bro, you could make so much more money if you wasn't in that Riverwalk,
right.
cause his seafood is so good year
It's
round."
good. It's good.
Oh,
It is good.
girl,
His food is
I
good.
could use a Mr. Shrimp plate right now.
His
Girl,
food is
his food
good
is so good, and it's
and
like
fresh.
very, very. All the shrimp is perfect. You ain't got to fight to get the skin off. Then the sausage.
Yeah,
Oh, he food with that D&D. I love it. I love it.
his
I
food is
love
really
it.
good.
The potatoes, the turkey necks, fall off the bone meat. Delicious. But he in that river walk.
Yeah.
He in that river walk. And they feel like people come from out of town, they gonna get his food. And I feel like that it could be that, but he need to be somewhere where it could be very neutral.
Not in a mall setting because it's still a mall. So the food courts and the
Exactly.
malls are really kind of subpar.
Yes.
And no matter, you can go to
Yes.
Lakeside Mall. The mall food is like, okay, all right. He needs his own standalone place. Period.
Mm-hmm.
He needs his own standalone place. Doesn't have to be big, just enough, but he needs his own standalone place away from out of the food court arena.
Right. Hold on, Zip. Let me tell you something, bro. Like, once they get all the poor people out, they're going to fix the city just how they want to. That's why they're
Mm.
making it hard to stay there.
If you're not middle class and up,
But
if you're
why
not
you got to,
making at least 70,000 a year or more,
here's the problem though. Why you got to try to get the poor people out? Why not put resources here where the poor people could get jobs
exactly,
and they won't be poor?
exactly.
Why not that? Why we got to push them out to somewhere where it's going to make more poverty? It's not going to make things better. Instead of creating something, instead of putting
Mhm.
places in place, putting things in place for them to make the money. Like I said, Amazon,
Or this is something like the garbage
a
trucks. We had
bucket,
this monopoly with the garbage truck company, this
right?
forever deal. When we were coming up, they had different companies in different areas of the city, so everybody was making money. I
Thank
don't care
you,
what I don't care what company you had, everybody had their own area. And your
thank
trash was getting
you,
done twice a week. Them men were making money on the back of them trucks and the ones driving too. But now we at this monopoly now where it's just one, everybody getting their service done once a week. Really? They were making money back then. Everybody ate.
during
Everybody ate.
the 80s and 90s. We had the money nobody would put, nobody would not put back into the neighborhoods. That's on all the politicians, though. I
Yeah.
mean, back in the 80s and 90s, you got to think about the stuff that we had really had in place. Honestly,
Hmm.
like we had the vegetable man, like
Hmm.
that was going back into the neighborhood because
Yeah.
we were really supporting each other. If you didn't have the vegetable man, you had a neighbor that grew some type of
Yeah.
fruit, vegetable. They raised chickens. It was something,
Yeah.
and you would share. We didn't have
Hmm.
to go as far as we go right now. Like
Right.
black people can really govern themselves and they can help themselves if we actually stood by what we were trying to do. We did it. 80s, 90s, yes, we did it. And
It's
it wasn't bad.
right. And it's funny. I used to hear my mom, oldest sister. She was born in 45. She's deceased now. And she said,
Mm-hmm.
"You know what? We need to go back to segregation." I'm looking like her, like, "Are you crazy?" But
Hmm.
now I get it. We were self-sustaining. We
Mm-hmm.
stuck together. We had our own
Mm-hmm.
banking system. Rather, if it was the man on the corner who had the store that had the
Mm-hmm.
money, you can make your loan. You could do, get your groceries. She said we relied on each
Mm-hmm.
other.
Mm-hmm.
And that was
Sure
back
did. And
then. I
let's go there
said,
about the
damn,
hustle.
she right.
You
And
see
they
what she just
hustled and it
said?
made it work.
The hustle made it work because even the
We were
crackheads had a
together.
job.
Mm,
Even the crackheads had a fucking job. Believe it or not, As much as they was talking about the crack epidemic and all that shit,
They
the
was cutting
crackheads,
grass
come on, come
with the
on,
stolen
preach,
lawnmowers.
come on. They was cutting grass. They was painting houses. They was on watch all night long. Bitch, if somebody tried to break in your house or your car, they knew who did it. Or they will run them off. They will be like, you can't come around here and do that.
Hmm.
They was on a bruh. They say what they want. When the crack epidemic happened, these people had fucking jobs to do because the community gave them a job. If you want to be on
To
drugs,
keep
that's
them
on
from
you.
stealing, but you ain't
Keep
gonna
them from
steal.
stealing. Do you know how long I was hustling for? And I used to pay them boys to paint people houses, to
Mm.
paint their porches, to go clean up in front of people's houses. I used to really pay these dudes and girls that used to get loaded to do this type of shit. Keep the community up. Make sure this done. Go cut that grass, bro. Cut that tree down or something. I can't see around the corner. I don't know what's going on. We gotta keep this stuff up. Ain't no need for the people to come around here. They had jobs. They had it. But see, they always want to kick a person down, especially black people. Pay attention to that. Anything we have that could be remotely close to being the right thing, anything remotely close, they want to kick it down. And you got black people, Murder said it, he said it loud and proud, and I had this conversation with somebody. You have black people that real life do some stupid ass shit. Black people think they not niggas.
Mm.
They truly believe they above the nigga status of life.
But
I don't know what they think they are, but they don't think they niggas.
like my great grandma, like I told you, back to her. If you could have been a light skin, almost like light bright, damn near white, but to them white folks, you're still a nigga. It
That's
was what
right.
it was. She said you could have money, be the richest black man in the world, but you're still a
You're
nigga
still
to
a
them white
fucking nigga.
folks.
You're still a nigga. But black people, with a little money, think they not niggas. They think they're not. They think they're not black.
Them white folks. Uh-huh.
They go by the white folks and they hang and they slang and they roll and they talk and they do the fucking most. Oh, sir, please don't hit my truck. Oh, you got it. You got it. I see you. Well, don't hit that other truck neither. But I think you got it though. This a tight ass spot, but he gonna get this bitch in here. Yeah,
They
they
still gonna think of you as being
a nigga.
that, but
You
true.
still don't equal up to them. They gonna pay you to do what they want you to do. They
Shit, the
gonna run you
trailer
the way
park
they want you
trash
to
don't
run.
even think you have. And you, you did the bottom of
Absolutely.
the barrel.
The
So,
very bottom of the fucking barrel. Absolutely. And you know what else is funny about it? Helena Morena think she exempt. You not fat.
and
I
I'd be
hate to be.
damn if her people come here thinking they're the shit because you're not.
You fucking not. You're not.
So take
You're
your
not
ass
exempt.
back where you come from. They could play a little Mexico here. Them niggas gonna run them off.
Exactly.
They
You're
gonna run
not
them
exempt.
off. Just like after Katrina, it's not funny. My cousin worked at Craig, right?
Uh-huh.
Why one of her students on a Friday will go rob the
Mm-hmm.
man? Girl, go rob the Mexican workers on a Friday. You know, they drunk drinking beer. They just got paid
Hmm.
and just get their money.
And rob them.
Rob them.
Don't
They
think twice
they
about
could
it.
think this Houston. They're
It's
gonna let them
not.
know quick. This one they gonna let them know quick here. That's what they
It's
don't
not.
know.
It's not. Jason, that's what I'm telling you, bro. They used to it. We invest into the community. That was the whole point I was making about the crackheads. Even with the crackheads, we still invest in our community. We made sure the community was straight. They made sure everybody ate. They made sure your
School.
child uniforms was clean, was hemmed. Like, I lived in a community where community people stuck together and they
Mm-hmm.
put their money back into their community.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the problem. The problem is they don't want to put the proper resources in the city of New Orleans for us to grow.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you have a plant and you keep telling me, well, if you water the plant, it's going to grow. If you water the plant, it's going to grow. But I'm not watering the plant. I might water the plant every 2 weeks. The plant's gonna die. It's gonna die. It's not us, it's them. We keep saying the same thing to them. We keep saying it. And they keep hitting us with little drops of shit. They hit us with the Airbnb. Airbnb became popular. Everybody had an Airbnb at some point in time. All over the city. Then they came down with the laws and the rules and the regulations. So Airbnb starts shutting down. Why is
But
that?
but guess who still have theirs though? Helena Marina, her sister and her mom,
Hmm.
and
They
they have
still
a
have some.
bunch of them.
But they got them bitches so strict because you know why? They want us to invest into these hotels. And how the fuck we gonna afford a hotel room when it's a hundred or two? I mean, 200, $300 a night, and that's we making only $600 what a week every 2 weeks.
Mm.
The average person in New Orleans, like, come on, bro, like it's not the community. It's not the when we were growing up in the 80s and 90s, our parents, we were young, we were kids, right?
Hmm.
They didn't go to clubs. They had bars. Back then they had bars.
Right.
They would bar hop every now and then. It wasn't all the time. The older ones they probably would. But our mom and daddies would do house parties, would do waistline parties, quarter
Hmm.
parties, shit like that. They also had something they would do called a cocktail party. If you don't know what a cocktail party is, it ain't nothing about drinks. Got nothing to do with alcohol at all whatsoever.
Hello.
A cocktail party was a party you went to by your friend house, by somebody's house. And when you hit the door, you know the little tray that they serve with the eggs or the peanuts and all that shit in there? They had that shit at the door waiting. And they had every fucking pill that there was possible. And you
Keys and
pick a pill.
blues.
You pick a pill and you take that bitch. And they get high all night long on that sugar booger, on that dope. This was their thing. And this was just a neighborhood thing. Like, this wasn't, bro,
And they
I'm
were
telling you,
functioning. It was on the weekend.
they were functioning and they enjoyed themselves. We don't have the right resources. They had the right resources at that time. They can do that shit. These people used to go to work, make their money, and this is the type of shit they used to do. That was their lifestyle. They
Before
didn't go to
fentanyl.
clubs. Yeah, they didn't do all that shit. They went to bars and they bar hopped for a little while, and then they went wherever they was gonna go to their little cocktail party. You know, they had the DJs, the waistline parties. It's our people that really start banning a lot of shit for us.
The
That's who it
neighborhood
is.
bars at that. Yeah.
The neighborhood bars for a fact. The neighborhood bars used to be the best bars they used to go to. I didn't really go because my grandpa was always in the neighborhood bar, so I kind of like, you know, I didn't want to be in the club with my grandpa. Being there, Mr. Cotton, Candy Cotton, like God damn, I only went to the bars in the country. And every time he came in there, somebody would buy me a drink and I'll pass it to him. Here, grandpa, somebody bought me another drink. Oh, thank you, baby. And I would get ready to get the fuck up out of there. Um, if you still here, oh, you can hit that link and you can come up. Cause I really want you to tell me about District D and how the breakdown of that shit is. I broke it down, but I know you can explain it to a whole lot better, bro. Like a whole lot. Let me see. That's why we need to put aside our petty differences, organize. Yes, I agree with that. I totally agree with that, Nicole. I'm talking about buying property in the hood instead of the Airbnb. Indian Mexicans coming and buying everything in the hood. Why you think they're buying everything in the hood? You tell me why you think they're buying everything in the hood. Because it's a reason. It's a reason why they buying all this stuff. And it's a reason why our people are not buying it. Because you gotta do a little bit more research on this stuff. Everything is happening the way it's happening for a reason.
Hmm.
It's not happening for nothing, bro. It's not that black people don't want to buy or not trying to buy. What's up, Rotum? It's not that black people are not trying to be ahead of the ball or don't want to be ahead of the ball.
They're
We have
given
been
resources.
we have been blocked from so many different directions.
Yeah.
And those that have not been blocked, they have taken advantage of it. You just don't know about them.
And the thing about it, one thing about Mexicans, I can say they come together. If it's six in a house, they're gonna make it roll. They're gonna put their money together
Mm-hmm.
and make it roll.
Right.
I can't get mad at them.
You can't. How could you? Like how could you really get mad?
Right.
Bro, I done see some stuff the Mexicans did and they'll shock the shit out you. What's up, O? This is
What's
O, everybody.
what's up, Candy? What's
How
happening?
you doing?
Yeah.
Good, good. Long day, baby girl. What's
I
going on?
know. Long day for me too. I've been having a headache since early. That's because I ain't ate nothing but some fruit and I barely ate that. I wanted you, if you don't mind. I was
Hmm.
explaining to them about District D, and Oliver and Helena as much as I could, their positions, where they are, and why we should consider really paying attention as black people. Pay attention to what's going on so we could know which way to vote.
You talking about as far as the separation between District D and District E?
No, District D. I made a mistake and say E.
Well,
District D.
with District, well, if you're talking about Oliver, you're talking about District E.
Oh, okay,
Um,
E. It's E
right.
then.
That's and the
Okay,
this
see.
so District D runs essentially from the foot of New Orleans east all the way to Lakeview or whatnot. That's your Gentiles. That's all of those areas like that. But District E is the lower Ninth Ward, New Orleans East, and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I won't. I don't know how much you actually spoke on it or whatnot, but what a lot of New Orleans don't understand is that is one of the most critical districts in terms of the political footprint in New Orleans. For years, the individuals, you got to think about it, since Katrina, we haven't seen much happen over in District. We've seen things happen, but at a snail's pace for a certain reason. A lot of people don't understand it. They always saying, man, we need to get people out there and do something for that neighborhood. But
Mm-hmm.
the what blank canvas do we have in New Orleans um, that can be fixed? Essentially,
The East.
that lower ninth ward
Mm-hmm. Lower Night Water
district,
in the East.
lower ninth ward in the east.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine a politician, imagine somebody we elect, right? We
Mm-hmm.
put that person in power, and all of a sudden, overnight, they start to do with this blank canvas what no other politician can do. They bring the East back. They bring
Hmm.
economic development to the main corridor of the actual eastern entryway into New Orleans, right?
Hmm.
Off of I-10. Now, you bring economic development back then. You bring a suburban community back, a suburban community that actually that has more homeowners than any district
Yeah.
in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a district that has the prowess and the power of the Industrial Canal, I-10,
Mm-hmm.
NASA, Folgers, and so forth, right? A district that is tied to St. Tammany Parish.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Now, imagine a person sitting in that position and they create a successful model for New Orleans.
Hmm.
You got jobs out there, you got economic development out there. With jobs and economic development, it benefits education, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That person is pretty much a shoe-in for the mayor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That person also would pretty much be a shoe-in for the governor. That seat is so powerful that they
Yep.
rather let that that community and that district fail as opposed to putting the resources out there that we actually need to balance off the city. I was talking about that area before. I was like, District New Orleans got a World War II museum before we got a hospital out there in New Orleans East.
Yes, true indeed.
Sad.
I was talking to a cousin this morning, and we were laughing about. She was talking about the street lights. He was like, "Man, it would be awesome to have some street lights out there." And the last time they
Damn.
got some street lights out there, they were different colors. It looked like they came from Timu or something. They had purple. They had purple lights out there, man. What's going on with that?
They do.
Um, so when you break down District D and District E, and the reason why it's so important that we actually vote past the mayoral election, past the city council election. You got to look at the other elections and the other things that's on the ballot. The way the area is zoned is all crazy. District D is actually split. If you draw a hard line up Dalman,
Mm-hmm.
and you stand on one side of Dalman where Bunny Bread is, that's District E. Right across the street is District E, meaning that District E don't get the tax revenue from the industrial canal. That can
Ain't
go
that
back
something?
into. Now, how is that done? Who would actually allow somebody to stand in the middle of a major boulevard and divide that area? Don't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Um, there are a lot of things out there that don't make any sense. Um, but it is the area that it is the only real estate. It's the most valuable real estate in the city, but it's also the only real estate in the city that we haven't tapped, we haven't touched. Um, there's full of blight. There's a lot of blighted properties out there. Um, and whoever's in that mayor seat, like I had the conversation before. Now, you gotta love the whole city of New Orleans. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
love you gotta love the city from Riverbend all the way to Mizzou Boulevard. And if you can't do that, if you don't understand that, if you don't understand people's frustrations and um, experience with the city and what it was and what it's supposed to be, then you don't need to be in that seat. Um,
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
and I can get into real detail about that area. I'm real passionate about it because when we left Uptown, that's where we moved to. We moved to that area. We moved a lot. My parents divorced when I was 12, so we moved every year. So every year I was living in a different part of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I got to see it, and I got the experience, and I got to love, you know, those little pockets of that community. But yeah, politically, man, it's a shit show out there.
That's
And
what
the
we was talking about that because I was trying to get people to really understand, like, understand what you voting for, what you need to think about when you're voting or before you go into this, and pay attention to what they saying.
right, and look at people's agendas. The long term agenda. You're not voting for the next 4 years. You're actually voting for the next 10 years
Hmm.
right now. That's how critical this election is, um, because there's going to be so much permanence done, um, so much that wasn't done. If you look at the last 4 years, um, the last 8 years, um, there were so many different things that happened that allowed the city council to stagnate growth on certain things. COVID was one of those things. So we've been working from behind. We are 4 years behind the rest of the nation in actual growth right now in development. So now going forward, the agendas that weren't passed 4 years ago, 6 years ago, are going to be on the priority. They're going to be on the agenda right now, and that's not actual economic development for other communities of New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
You got the lake. Any of y'all could look up the 10-year plan for New Orleans. You could look up the Lakeview expansion plan. It's done. Don't look at the short term shit. Look at the long term shit. There's no long term plan for some of these districts.
Hmm. Wow.
And you look at the rezoning, the redlining, how these areas are going to be pushed back and what areas are more valuable to certain parts of the city and how these areas generate revenue. New Orleans East doesn't generate Lower Ninth Ward barely generates any sales tax revenue because we don't have any industry out there. And guess what your sales tax goes to? Your sales tax goes to your schools, your hospitals, your infrastructure. If we don't have economic development, we getting crumbs out there.
Ain't that something? And we've been living like this for years.
Right.
And these are things that just people, these are simple, these are fundamental questions that people don't ask. You got to know government structure. You got to know the value system. It's not just the mayor. The mayor plays a part of things, but it's a very small part. The mayor is a figurehead.
Hmm.
You got to understand how this system works and how everybody supports each other. Politicians are going to be politicians.
Right.
They play music.
Absolutely.
They play musical chairs. We understand
Right.
that. But when you elect a politician, you got to ask those hard questions. Not only who are you and what you can do, but who's your staff?
Mm-hmm.
What's the team you bring in? Think about it like that. The politician is just the quarterback, right? Just the coach.
Yep.
But it's a bunch of people running the plays.
That's why when
You
I
think
run for one of them seats, I may have my government have a good team with me.
you got to think about it because the person, think about it. If I get elected, the person that's running economic development for that neighborhood is not elected. That's my partner.
Hmm.
That's the dude I'm sending out to go get all the contracts. Hey, bro, look, I need you to make this deal because I want thinkers. They're gonna give us a little kickback. We're gonna make it work like this. We're gonna do this. I mean, all of those things are critical. All of those questions are critical.
Damn, dog. And we
Yeah.
just we never as this generation that's on here right now, which is my generation, what is it? X, Gen X. We never paid attention to it like we're paying attention to it now.
Because we've been hustling. We dropped the ball on it. We
Right.
did. We've been living our life. Y'all remember that movie? Y'all remember the Wiz, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
You remember that scene? There's a scene in the Wiz where you remember they got into like they had just got left the subway and they just got that scene. They was running from whatever those little monsters was in the subway,
Oh
and they was
yeah.
around all them ladies, and they was dancing, right? And they was
Mm-hmm.
throwing stuff in the air, and they was like, "Man, why I feel so high?" And they was just sitting there. That's a scene that is tied to Greek mythology and all those different things. It's the lotus flower, right? And
Mm-hmm.
the lotus flower they used to do, they give you the lotus flower to distract you. It's like a drug, keep you high. The people you don't even know you're stuck. You're gone for days. You're high. You don't know you're having a great time, but you don't know you lose sense of time.
Mm-hmm.
We are distracted in the city.
Yeah.
New Orleans is the ultimate lotus flower. We don't
Mm-hmm.
miss. We don't miss nothing. Think about it, man. We are having conversations about our politicians being for the people because they showed up at a second line.
Mm-hmm.
We want our politicians to be like so wrapped up in our social distractions, and we got that. We got a mayor the last 8 years, especially the last 4 years. She drank the juice, and she
She did.
became she became one of us, wrapped up in
Yep.
distractions. So think about when she's distracted in being so human that we can touch her, understand, and see her ups and downs. The machine that's working against us as a community was working. We was all
Mm-hmm.
distracted because they know we weren't gonna pay attention until it's time for election.
Yep.
I pulled the numbers this morning because I know we was talking, Candy, about statistics and everything like that, and I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to get an updated number for the census, and I still don't know, but as of right now, New Orleans is I want to say it is, hold on, 58% black and 33% um, white Caucasian as of right now.
So
That's I think
like,
those are the numbers. Um,
what that
and
tell everybody?
so if we had a unified front as a community, as the majority, we wouldn't be having a conversation about, representation in those offices because we
Mm-hmm.
are we are the majority.
We
Um,
just said that. I said, bro, if we came together, we can make this really happen. And you just confirmed that we are the majority of New Orleans. 58%?
yeah, but
Come on now.
but like I said, only 26% of us came out last time and voted. That's the city. That's not just black or white. That's 26% total
Of the city.
of the city of the registered voters came out and voted last time.
Yep, sir.
But if
Damn. Then
if
that
we
ain't
show
nothing.
man, if we showed up second line ready, man, if we I know people won't stand in line to vote, but they're gonna stand in line for some oysters. They're gonna stand in line for the
Yes.
club. They gonna
Yes.
we distracted, man. It's our fault though. We not I can't we not blaming nothing else on nobody else but us. It's our
Mm-hmm.
city, we gotta
Mm-hmm.
own it. Um, the cities always look like us, it's ran like us, but we gotta be smarter, man, and we gotta understand, our true power. All over
Mm-hmm.
CNN today, the last 2 days, they've been talking about the CEO of Target stepping down,
Mm-hmm.
um, largely because of the boycott.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We did that on a national level. You don't think we can do that on a local level?
Yes. Yes.
Hospitality and tourism. Did you talk about that?
Yeah, briefly. I'm glad you brought that up.
Hospitality and tourism um, employs 56% of our city. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. My baby just
Yeah.
called. Go ahead. I'm gonna
Okay.
say, yeah, 50%. I know.
56% of our city, right? We haven't had a pay increase, I want to say, since, I got to double check it again, but I want to say 2007, 2008. So
Wow.
we're way behind the national average on pay. So when you look at economic development and land availability, job availability, who's lobbying to get real major companies to come to the greater New Orleans area and put money in there? Hospitality and tourism has pushed back at all costs. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a major Amazon hub, Tesla,
Yeah.
auto manufacturing, some kind of major industry invested in New Orleans,
Well,
but they
even
don't want to.
Mississippi has a Nissan plant in Canton,
Exactly.
Mississippi.
But guess,
Huh.
ask yourself, why is that? Because if any one of those industries pollinate our culture, especially in the land that we have available for them to be in, which
Mm-hmm.
happens to be in District E, guess what that
Mm-hmm.
does? It
Yeah.
provides jobs, right?
Yeah.
Amazon, they pay average $25, $26 an hour. All of a sudden, you got everybody in the East not working for the hospitality and tourism no more and working for Amazon. The only way they could keep those
Exactly.
employees was to do what? Raise their minimum
Raise
wage.
their
Raise their
minimum
minimum wage.
wage.
Yep.
So when you look at how the funding is going at the political level right now, look at who's getting real money and look at who's standing behind them. Look at the media. Look
Mm-hmm.
at the hospitality and tourism, who they really putting their money behind. They don't want change.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want Airbnb. They didn't want um, New Orleanians coming up on the real estate that they own.
Right.
Hell no. And they sure didn't want big companies coming down there when they're saying, when they push certain narratives and they say, oh, they're trying to take our land, they're trying to do these different things. Hell no. Any
Mm-hmm.
industry, the movie industry got pushed out. Any
Yeah.
industry that encroaches on what has had the major level of influence at City Hall.
They got rid of that too, right? The movie industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
None.
And like I said, if you just look at statistics and you look at the majority of what that 56% or that whatever that number, that majority of African American people look like us in those communities, start making real money. We spend
Hmm.
our money in our communities. Our communities, we would revitalize our own communities. And it would
Absolutely.
rebalance, it would throw off the balance of what they want New Orleans to look like.
Hmm. And we have the capability to do it.
Absolutely, but we got to be smart. We got to get out of our feelings, man. We got to
Yeah.
be,
Yeah.
we so
Truly.
emotional right now. We worrying about the wrong shit. We worrying about, you know, drama, and it's
Right.
sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad, you know. I don't. I'm not. None of us are above human flaw, human error,
Mm-hmm.
and understanding
Mm-hmm.
intentions and knowing what people are doing. But I mean, if in fact we want a level of change, we got to think differently. And look, any person that runs for politics, my hat goes off to them because they're opening up their life to all
To
kind of scrutiny.
everything.
You know, we've had, we've had, the article came out, what was it, 30, almost 30 politicians that have
Mm-hmm.
had, that went to jail or had some kind of federal crime in the last 20 years, and in our community. That's crazy. They don't make no
Insane.
money. you know, Most of those city council members make about, I think it's like 60 grand a year, some shit like that. They're not making no
Mm-hmm.
paper. They're not making no money.
Mm.
It's low. Wow.
That we put in office does affect us personally. So a lot of people are starting to see, how do I benefit from giving somebody else a job?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's down to really asking the hard questions and really not, taking your emotions out of it, man. And really what makes sense.
Yes.
Um,
Yes. I agree.
we A lot of the most qualified individuals won't run simply because of what we're seeing right now.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We watching the tear
Absolutely.
down of people who, you know there's one thing that nobody's talking about. If you lived in New Orleans, if you've ever
Mm-hmm.
lived in, I don't care who you are, white, black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, whatever, Vietnamese, you love the place.
Right.
You can't. I mean, we all fighting for the same thing we love. Even the white
Mm-hmm.
folks that's uptown. You know what I'm saying? Down to the Vietnamese people at the rice fields. They
Right.
love they love New Orleans. We all love that place.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to destroy it. We all want a piece of it for ourselves. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I can't tell you, I didn't even thought of, growing up, man, and just walking the plaza. I mean, did you remember the shit we used to do?
Right.
Remember the shit we used to
Right.
have?
Yeah.
On a regular basis.
Uh-huh.
Y'all remember the what is the super fair?
The super
Yeah,
fair.
the super fair.
I mean,
The Pepsi Cola super fair. I
Yeah.
bruh,
remember that.
listen, I
Teen
take even
Summit.
I all of that shit. I take it even further. What happened in 1984?
In
The
84.
the World's Fair.
The world's fucking
Oh
fair.
yeah, we did have
Do
the
y'all
Mm-hmm.
World's
remember that
Fair.
shit?
The World's Fair. It
We
was
The
a
fucking
time.
sure
Uh-huh.
did.
the
It was a
gondola.
time to be alive.
I mean,
Oh,
it
we
was,
sure did.
bruh, we had the city. We've experienced some beautiful things in that city. Amongst
Mm-hmm.
whether, we had, say what you want about the projects. We all had a foot there. And when you look prior to Katrina, when what Katrina took away from, when Katrina took those institutions away, we had three constant institutions in New Orleans growing up in
Mm-hmm.
our community. We had projects, we had churches, and we had schools. And those were our bonding things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had in
Yeah.
the projects, we had our OGs, we had our grandma, and there was rules to that shit. We
Right.
had
Mm-hmm.
churches. Every community had a church that they went through,
Yeah.
and every community had a school. And within those schools, the churches and the projects, there were people who led those that had ties to all three of those, and we
Mm-hmm.
all understood it was a natural order to things. It was a
Right.
natural
Mm-hmm.
balance. The teachers, our teachers taught us. They taught our mamas, or everybody knew everyone.
What we just
You
said,
could,
Candy.
Yep.
yeah, you
Yep.
couldn't
We
have
just
no.
said that.
We got a whole stroll out there in the east right now. You couldn't have no whole stroll. Why? Because if your cousin was out there selling some ass, what y'all was gonna do?
Tell or beat
Y'all
Tell.
was
their
gonna
ass.
get her.
Yep.
Somebody mama was coming out there, some Daniel Greens. Get your
Yep.
ass off this corner.
And a house coat.
Yep. With the rollers, bitch.
I'm about
With
to
the
tell you,
the
with the
sponge
rollers.
rollers.
What you doing on this corner? Get your ass out here. You know, you being hot.
Yep.
You remember that? You're being
Yep.
hot.
You're being
Yeah.
hot. Go sit your ass
Get
down.
your hot
That's
ass
right.
inside.
Go take a bath and go lay down somewhere.
Uh-huh. And
We
if you
gotta
didn't listen,
the
they'll pop you with that Daniel Green. That Daniel Green hurt.
yeah.
Hurt.
The
It was
truth,
like a
the truth of the
boomerang. You
matter,
try to
man,
throw
you
it.
know, the truth of the matter, we not gonna get them days back. But
I
Right.
know.
we do deserve, living in other cities and seeing just
Yeah.
regular things that communities are afforded and should be afforded. There's no reason why the place that everybody that is running for this office say they love shouldn't be sick to their stomach, not being
Mm-hmm.
able to do what they've done. They should be able to know, man, I ain't leave nothing on the table.
Hmm.
Right.
I put it all out there. I'm not trying to name drop. I'm not gonna do that. But we've had some people who actually do care, who've been in those offices and have been in those seats. And the problem is they don't. There's no cohesiveness. There's no workaround. There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
pushback. There's a lot of fear because we are a small big city, and putting someone in position to win might mean you supporting your replacement. And some
Hmm.
people don't
Right.
want to do that.
Right.
That's crazy.
Some people don't want
That's
to do that,
crazy.
man. They rather find a way to stay in that power. And that's why I say my opinion is like anyone who had a city that had a city seat in the
Mm-hmm.
last 8 years don't deserve that job.
I agree.
Hmm.
I
I agree.
totally agree.
It
But we
needs to
gotta
be.
pick
You
from what
can
we got.
start all over. Yeah, right.
We do.
It's
I
like
We
the
do.
totally
lesser of the
agree.
two evils. It's like, okay, you
But it's
know.
but when you realize that we get to hold them accountable differently. And I think,
True.
Candy, what you're doing is educating people on how to hold our elected officials a little bit more accountable. Another thing, Candy, what
Hmm.
nobody does, and y'all might find this funny, but and I like to do it as a business owner, man. I show up to city council meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they come to the communities, because they do. And I can
Right.
tell you, being at home, we especially our generation, we don't show up. We too busy for that.
Mm-hmm.
We had happy hours, but we don't even know when they there to ask those questions. Man, when you go take care of this, or what's up with this, or not.
Exactly.
We don't develop those levels of relationships. You know who do? Our grandpas and grandmas are the people that's been in the community a long time, but
Mhm.
they don't have fresh ideas.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
they don't realize how much the world has changed, and they just holding on to seats in positions and boards because they don't have nothing else to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna get
Mm-hmm.
out there and do the work. They just want to make sure nobody is fucking up their grass.
Right. Right. You're right too.
Mhm.
You're right.
That's it. They
Don't
don't.
mess
They
up my
don't.
grass.
Yeah, don't mess their grass, and then they live in fear because they
Mm-hmm.
disconnected, man. These young people don't know. It's the young B's this, and it's the YNs this, and yeah, they out of control, man. But they out of control because that's on us though, because when we should have been giving game, we was
Right.
hustling. We
Right.
Right.
out there with them. We pretending to be young.
That's true. That's true. We ain't take the time out like we were supposed to. And I'm
Uh-uh.
glad that you said that because I'm really trying to get people to really understand. Like today was the first day I actually made a decision to speak on the whole thing. And I'm like, bro, like only if you all knew. And I've kept everybody attention with it because it's the truth. I'm telling you, bro, we've been up under a spell for years. For
Yeah.
years. It's time to shake that. It's time for us to make better decisions. It's time for us to pay attention and hold these people accountable for what's really going on.
Yeah,
Like what's up? Like you want me to give you a position higher than the one that I gave you 4 to 8 years ago. You didn't do nothing then.
yeah.
Right.
If Helena is elected, man, it's. it's gonna be on us to really stand in this lady's face and
Yeah.
say to the scream to the top of our lungs to where it's undeniable. You got work to do in a lot of, you know, dry places. We got food
Yeah.
Hmm.
deserts, we got pharmacy deserts out there. You got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And if in fact you don't want to be another quote unquote TD, any politician that's in that office, you know what they really should do on the first day? They should
Mm.
come out and say, listen, I apologize to the city, but y'all not gonna see me for 6 months. I got work to do. I can't make no parties. I can't make no functions. I can't do nothing. I gotta get to these streets.
Too
I
much to
gotta,
clean
I,
up.
I got too much. There's too much. I'm telling, I'm telling my constituents, my staff, listen, y'all take care of that shit for me. I gotta get out here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Boots
That
on the
makes
You
more
know,
ground.
sense. Boots on
Yeah.
the ground.
you gotta have boots on the ground. I'm talking about
Absolutely.
obsessively.
Hmm.
Yeah. Non-stop. I
Yeah, but
told them that.
it's if you should feel guilty, you should feel guilty at the end of the day. Uptown on
Hmm.
St. Charles don't need another street to be fixed right now. I'm
That's
sorry.
right.
Right.
That's right. That's right. They
You
don't.
know, we
They
don't.
don't.
I mean, you can redo for Red again. You can talk about magazines. You can do all that, man. We love that. You know, Claiborne cool. Holly Grove ain't Holly Grove no more. You know what I'm saying? That's the new Elmwood. Let's just call it what it is.
Hmm. Look,
You know what I'm saying?
I told them one of the mayor candidates that was asking me a couple of questions, and I told
Hmm.
him the truth. I said, "Listen, if I was mayor, if I was running for mayor and I won that position, I would put on my workout clothes and my tennis shoes, and I'll be walking the neighborhoods."
Yeah.
And I'll be talking to these people on a regular basis. I
Hmm.
wouldn't just be, trying to go to this party, do this and do that. That can wait. I will really be boots on the ground, and whoever's with me, you're gonna have to be with me doing this too, because you need to hear the community voice. You need to see what's going on. As
Yeah.
long as you behind that tent, or as long as you up in somebody's office and you proclaiming to do this and do it, you
You're
can't see.
disconnected. You're
Yeah,
disconnected.
you can't see. You don't know what's going on. Go look. Go work out. You could go uptown right now and on Napoleon and go up and down Napoleon and walk through the neighborhoods to actually see the potholes, see the problems, talk to the
Hmm.
neighbors, know what's going on. Just have that
Hmm.
conversation.
Yeah. You can't. I mean, it's a simple situation. You can't deny it. And so once you
Yes,
see something, you can't unsee it. And
you
that's
cannot.
my point. You can't unsee it. You
You
can't you
cannot.
can't go on. You can't turn up Dowman and tell me you cool with passing up, you know,
Right. All
females
this
on the
that's
trash.
going on.
You can't
Exactly.
tell me. You can't tell me you're okay with that. There's no.
Mhm.
You can't tell me you okay with seeing a dilapidated Six Flags. You can't tell me you're
Right.
okay with that. You can't tell me you passing up East Lake 8 and you look at
Yep.
all of that derelict out there and be okay with it.
Yep. And you know
You
what?
you can't
I
tell me
just
it's fine for you. And when you say the city is beautiful and all, I'm saying you're saying that from your standpoint. Matter of fact, I know you don't give a shit about it because, like I said before, the city hall itself ain't seen a pressure washing since fucking '65.
Shoo, the rat infested place. The
That
rats
asking
behind the
uh
about
walls.
that asking ass place. So I'm like, I mean, where's the pride? Where's the real
right.
pride?
Mm.
I mean, we y'all are putting band-aids and rerouting money into things that have already been done. If you want to make the major impact, talk to the people that be, talk to the powers that be, talk to the real
Hmm.
lobbyists.
Mhm.
There's some real lobbyist
Absolutely.
groups out there. Find out about GNO Inc. There are not too
Mhm.
many small business owners or black business owners that got their business registered with GNO Inc. They got to know that because
Mhm.
these are people that's lobbying to get business to our city. You got
Right.
New Orleans International Airport in Jefferson Parish. You got New Orleans International, I mean, you got New Orleans Racetrack in Jefferson Parish. You
Yep.
got everything with New Orleans on it in Jefferson Parish. But nothing in
Hmm.
New Orleans, but none of that shit is in New Orleans. Nothing.
Nothing. And we talked about that too. I said that. I said, if
Yeah.
you really think about it, what do we have? Everything is either across the river
Yeah.
or it's in Metairie Kenner.
Four
Think
dollars
about that.
earned every $4. For every $5 earned in New Orleans,
Hmm.
$4 are spent outside the parishes.
That means we're not making nothing.
It's kind of embarrassing, man.
Nothing.
Highway
We're
robbery.
highway robbery. We're not making nothing. That's what I was explaining to them. I said, bro, we just, bro, like, and only if y'all knew. And I'm trying to tell y'all, and the more I learn, the more I understand, the more I think about, I come back and bring it to y'all as much as possible because we don't understand. We really are just learning all of these
Hmm.
things. We're
Yeah.
grown. We're adults.
Hmm.
Been adults, but we really are just learning this stuff to really grasp hold of it and be like, oh damn, wait a minute. So all these years I've been working this job that's only been paying me XYZ because of this?
Yeah.
Oh no, no,
And
no.
nobody knew. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows why, man. Um,
Right,
you know, and we a city. We don't like change. Let's say that too. We
right.
we stuck in our ways, and
Hmm.
our you know my mom was a teacher. She worked for it. No, they know what they know there. And
Hmm.
people, we simple people, and
Hmm.
that's okay. But we're not living in a complex society,
Yeah.
and our city is changing right before our eyes. Um,
Hmm.
I was telling you even about if you knew the type of federal grants that came to um, Louisiana,
Hmm.
to New Orleans, how New Orleans is even seen, how 70126 is even seen in Baton Rouge.
Right.
You know,
Hmm.
people just found out that the Superdome is not even it's state owned. It's not even property of New Orleans.
Hmm.
So that revenue doesn't come to New Orleans. That revenue goes to the state.
It's a state.
Directly
Yeah,
to the state.
New Orleans doesn't own this backdrop.
Hmm.
That's why we have so many people, can come into the city and do certain things um, without having to deal with people at the city level because
Right.
they dealing with state level permissions.
Yeah, this shit goes so deep.
Yeah.
This shit goes so deep till it make you really want to just band together and say we don't want none of y'all.
Uh, okay.
We don't want none of y'all. We gonna pick our own people. We know the people that we want, and it's not y'all. And that's it. Like I'm gonna tell y'all something. Right now in North Carolina, they have a big old thing in North Carolina where I think it's been about three black truckers that they found dead.
Yeah.
Um, I think
That were
one or two of
missing.
them, yeah, they were missing at first. I think one or two of them was hung from a tree or something like that. So this morning, I got a call from my dispatcher that gave me a load that was leaving Georgia going to North Carolina. And I told him, I said, no, I don't think I want to go to North Carolina. They killing niggas up there, right? Black people, yeah, they
Hmm.
finding out where they going and they killing them. They missing and then they found them dead. He said, "Oh, I did that. I didn't know that. You know what? I would never mention North Carolina again." Sounds good to me. The more that we do that out here as truckers, they're gonna have to turn it around because we are their survival source. We bring all the goods
Being
to
stuck
these
to them.
people.
Uh-huh.
We
Candy,
bring
somebody
it.
asking how 70126 is seen. Um, the 70126 in Baton Rouge, just think about everything that's in. It's a numbers game. When they look at uh, money coming in and the tax revenue generated from 70126, once again,
Mhm,
70126 has they have more homeowners than
Uh-huh.
anywhere in the in New Orleans, right?
mhm.
So that tax revenue generated from that. NASA is there. The industrial
Yep.
canal is in 70126,
Hmm.
right? So in
Mhm.
Baton Rouge, when they're looking at those zones, they're just looking at zip codes in general, what those zip codes are producing, not
Mhm.
necessarily how the city has zoned those areas in order to reroute that money. So 70126 in the eyes of Baton Rouge is balling.
So what do you think
Mm-hmm.
about 70131? A lot of the subdivisions and suburbs over here in Algiers.
Say again?
What about the 70131 zip
I,
code?
I think well the Algiers, I want to say I got to look at the zoning for Algiers, but I want to say Algiers tied is tied to downtown.
Okay.
Because that's the same. I think that's the same. Y'all have the same council member,
Yeah.
which was Helena,
Freddie.
right? Was
No,
Freddie?
we have Freddie here.
Yeah.
But
Um,
what's crazy is our police force. I mean, we're not short.
hmm.
I can call them right now. And guess what? They're gonna come.
Oh no, I mean that's a lot of different places in that city, and we know what we're
I
talking
know,
about.
and it's so exactly. And it's
Yeah,
so sad. It's
yeah,
so that you have to wait 3 days, somebody breaking into
Mm-hmm.
your house. That is retarded to me.
yeah,
That is messed up, bro. In so many areas in the city go through that.
That is crazy to me.
yeah. I
Now
was
we
telling
got
Candy, man, a lot of the in New Orleans is geographically not that big of a place, but the way that it's
Mm-mm,
designed, and we're surrounded by St. Tammany and Jefferson Parish, that a lot of people's like, oh, we need new restaurants. We don't have this and we don't have that, and all of these different things. Well, a lot of the people that actually have the rights to those businesses years ago in the 80s, um, when they were getting these rights to have these franchises and these businesses, they also owned the right the mile radius. So
mm-hmm,
if they were to put, just say a franchise in Metairie somewhere, they basically own the rights for 30 miles out as
wow.
well. So
ain't
if
that
they don't
something?
want to, so nobody else can actually put that franchise in there without going through them. And if they don't want it to happen, it's not going to happen. So what it does, it chokes off the economic growth of Orleans
Right.
Parish.
And create a monopoly. That's what we were talking about
Yes.
earlier. Like now
I mean,
we're stuck with this one, like the garbage company service.
but
Before,
we've been doing that for a long time and nobody knows say nothing. You know,
Hmm.
not to put that out there, but I mean, y'all ever looked at the car dealerships that we have in New Orleans? We got one of everything.
yeah.
Sure do.
We got one. Like, and you got to pay the high. You are at the baking cost of whatever they tell you to do because you only got that one choice.
Hmm.
I mean, that's a systematic situation.
Right.
It's always just one.
And you go to Metairie, and it's a bunch of them. Ken, it's a bunch of them within a block away from each other, across
Yeah,
the street, next door to each other.
yeah, all
Yep.
day, all day.
Yep.
You have options.
They have options. They did that for a reason. When they
Hmm.
do it, man, I want and they sit in the rooms with each other. They make the deals how they want to do this. Oh, we're not gonna do that in Orleans Parish. We could do it out here.
Hmm.
We get the benefit from it out here. And
Boy.
these are things that once again, we're not gonna be able to change in a week, but
Hmm.
our generation, I'm 48 years old. We're the generation of New Orleans that have to be fast forward now. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yes.
the ones that gotta have to be the start of the change.
We have to hold them accountable first thing first. Band together
Mm-hmm.
first.
Yeah, we
Stick
gotta hold
together
ourselves.
first.
Yeah, we gotta hold ourselves accountable. We can't change politics.
Right.
They're gonna do that,
Right.
you know.
Right.
Yep.
And we understand. But now it don't matter if we like them or not. They in the seat. But the
Hmm.
difference is us knowing how to hold them accountable.
Exactly. Okay.
The difference is us knowing what we can challenge the city on, what we can bring to the city, how much they could actually do. And
Right.
you got to make it undeniable to the point where if they tell us no for something, it's going to be a major fallout because now they're doing dereliction of duty.
Mm-hmm.
It is on purpose. There's nobody asking or for for aid or understanding of, you know, what type of programs or what type of funds or what the city can actually do.
Mhm.
There's properties out there that the city will.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Oh, I lost you.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
Come back.
You yeah, you stopped that. There's properties that the city would, and then it went out.
Oh, if you know, you can look up, you know, blighted properties. The city has a bunch of properties that it has to get rid of. They blighted properties. You can, you know, there's processes that you can do to acquire those properties. You just got to do something with them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But you know, we ain't gonna do that, man. We ain't about to do that. We gonna get us into the club. We gonna get us a bar.
Not me.
We gonna we gonna
Mhm.
get it popping.
Not
We out
me.
we out here. We outside. You know.
Let
But
me
that's
tell
on
you.
us. We got to change that we outside shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, we
Every
got to
Yeah.
change it.
everybody asks me the same question. Candy, why you never open up a restaurant? Why you never open up a club? Why you never? And I always tell them, bro, that's too much red tape. I don't want to do that. That has not ever been a goal in my life to do nothing like that. I would do something totally different that would benefit the city. That's something I would do. I don't want to open up all that other stuff. That's too common. Our people always go for stuff like that. It never fails. They want to do a
Hmm.
food truck. They want to do a restaurant. They want to open up a club. It's always something of that nature. I don't hear them opening up, a boys' home, something where ladies could be safe, or girls could be safe, places for people to live temporarily if they need to, halfway help. I don't never hear them opening up anything like that. I always hear the same thing: food trucks, restaurants, or clubs. That's it.
I know Jason Mitchell wanted to open up a sound studio in New Orleans East.
Hmm.
And that would have been good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when it comes to sports, athletes, um, our talent. I mean, the city,
Mm-hmm.
we're full of it. And if we
Hmm.
don't embrace that, and that's one of the ways to embrace that, man, is to start that kind of change and create the economic development. That word is what everybody should be screaming to the top of their lungs and trying to understand what that really means. Economic development.
Absolutely.
I got like 1% on my phone, Candace, so my shit
Oh,
died
no,
out.
no, no, you good, because I'm about to end the live anyway. I've been on here about to be 4 hours. And about in about probably 7 more minutes, it'll be 4 hours. I am not trying to do 4 hours on here, even though I basically did. I love you guys. I want to thank everybody that's on the panel for coming up and dropping these gems. Man, y'all dropped some gems tonight. Y'all really let everybody know what's going on, giving them a little educational background, and eventually we will do this again, y'all. We will, because I want to try to keep this up even after election time, so we can know which way to go and what to do. And I held enough people in here
Absolutely.
for y'all to get the message. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a whole lot of people, but that's all right. Those who have ears heard it. Those who was here heard it, and that's what matters. And it's gonna always get better. I love you guys. I want to thank you so much, everybody. I love y'all. I love y'all
Love
so
you
much.
too, baby.
I am going to eat something.
Please do,
I haven't ate anything.
so
I
the headache
still
can go
my
away.
this headache,
Please.
it can it just
I
came
told you,
back.
get
I'm
some
like,
Excedrin
damn.
migraine and
I
take
know.
it
I
with a
might
little
get.
small Coke, and then you're good.
I'm gonna probably get someone. I'm about to go in here and go get a little sandwich from Subway, and
Yeah.
I'll probably take that. I don't want to be up all night though. Oh, girl, it's 10:27 where I'm at. I know it's
Oh
nine twenty
shit.
seven by y'all. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go eat so I can get ready to go my
Well,
behind to
this is my
sleep.
first time up here. Go ahead on.
Yeah, see, that's why I be trying. Look, everybody know my platform is a safe place, and it's a lock the doors. I am. If I go get something to eat, I like to go out this late, but I'm hungry. I gotta eat.
Yeah.
It's a safe place for people to come and have these type of discussions, and then some. I love talking about the bullshit. I love talking about the mess. Sometimes I like, the drama be cute, but we need to get on a different page too.
Yeah.
We need to be able to do both.
Yeah.
We need to be able to listen, laugh, joke, clown, whatever, and at the same time, go take care of business. That's
Right.
what we really need to be able to do. Cause, girl, this is gonna
Yeah.
live too far. And I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, y'all gonna be the first to know. I'm running for something. I don't know what yet,
Please.
but I'm running for something. I'm about to get on somebody's board at some point in time. I'm just really trying to get in a space where I can get enough money or make enough money where I can actually be home instead of
Mm-hmm.
being all over the place. You know, like I can actually be home
Right.
and I can actually focus on so many things that they have going on because I'm already tuned in, but I do really need to be home. So
Okay.
everybody, we're gonna pray for that
I'm gonna
and
send you
thanks
my
God.
number to the DMs so
Yes,
you can
please send me
talk.
your number. What time you going to bed?
No time soon.
Okay, all right, cool. Cause I'm gonna try to eat. I'm gonna call
All
my
right.
baby and I'm gonna try to eat. All
Okay.
right, love y'all. See y'all
Love
later.
y'all.